Must be nice.
So I don't know if I wasn't paying attention to like Anthony Richardson highlights before he got hurt, but like I saw like some of the highlights. I'm like, boy, that nigga was nice.
Turn that volume down.
I'm not doing it because last time I did it, I turned the TV.
I cannot be responsible.
Get that ashtray, brother.
There you go, dog.
Leave that. This is some Cushmint's.
Cushmint's.
Gelato number 8 and a little bit of Boba Kush.
Oh, yeah.
Leather seats. 10 chairs apiece.
Marasaka.
All right, let me get this intro out the way, man. Let's do this. Louder.
There it is.
Too loud. What's good, homies? Welcome to episode 159 of Homie Studios. It's your boy STV. GREAT, joined by the homies Ryan and Chase. What's good with y'all boys, huh?
What's good with the boys?
Hey, man. One away from 160. 160 motherfucking episodes, dog.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of damn episodes.
A lot.
You know, I know we ain't necessarily over here looking like the Budding podcast with
700
and some odds, you know what I mean? But definitely
they also do that for a living, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, they getting big pay for that.
They getting big stuff.
Yeah, multiple episodes a week and shit, you know.
Yeah.
Hey man, yeah, y'all get Friday from us. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this started off right. The boy Reg in the building. What's good with you, Reg? Hi. Yeah, man.
You, Brody.
Hey, man. First of all,
I went and had this fit and went for ST.
What you eat?
I bought this one of the ones that came in late, I think, for the Gabby party.
Oh, yeah. Facts.
I wore a different one.
Oh, true.
This one came after the party.
Oh, delay that shit.
I know, right?
Hey,
I think that was probably me. Probably user error.
Yeah,
Sounds about right.
96% chance.
97.5.
I might or might not have had something to do with this.
Yeah, I might have.
I'm so used to me seeing Ryan for the first time this week on pod days. This is my first time seeing you this week.
I started off the week, hey bro, I gotta take care of this, and then the next day, hey bro, the next day, hey bro,
like, you know, and then it was like,
hey bro, like
just stay home this week.
No, check this. So yesterday he's like, yeah, man, we'll link up tomorrow. You know, work together tomorrow. Blah blah blah. Your house, my house, don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Well, link up this. It wasn't even this morning. It was last night. Hey, bro, you know,
yep.
You might as well go ahead and work from the crib, dog. We'll link up. I'm like,
Monty had 2 doctor's appointments today.
Yeah.
Doctor's appointments ain't no joke, boy.
Then
They'll take your whole day up.
Then I had to I got asked to be a special guest at Teen Leaders for, like, they had kids that were if they were going to start a business, what kind of business would they do, and had to do a little presentation like they're on Shark Tank and stuff. And I was a special guest judge.
Oh, okay.
For a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Did you hit them with some of them Shark Tank lines? Like,
nah, we just had a little grading sheet.
Damn. Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean?
No critiques. Okay.
I'm kind of happy because I was behind on work.
What you doing? Work midway,
bro? Like, you don't want to see my
he
emails
ain't even giving the kids the undivided attention. He's in that email. Yeah, you get that was a 6 email.
It was the most phenomenal thing you've ever heard in your life. Yeah, that's a 3.5. But you know,
nah, I mean, a couple of them, you can tell a couple of them was like, you know, just doing it just because. But there was a couple of them that already had they junk like for real. There's one girl had her little crochet business that she was doing for real already. She was turning flowers.
Don't get me started on crocheting, dog.
Bro, she had crocheted flowers, crocheted halter tops.
She crocheted the shit out some. She crocheted the shit out some just random shit. It was like a flower. I'm like, what am I doing with this? Like, I don't know. It's just nice. I'm like, okay, well, thank you.
Yeah, bro. Like, yo, she can turn that mug. The old girl said she gonna sell that mug on Etsy. She already doing it. I was like, oh yeah, you getting?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think she won.
You know, I gotta stop doing like this because like I saw this funny little thing on Instagram where like the kid came to his dad and was just asking a random question about. He was like, Dad, he was doing math problems like for me. He's like, Dad, how much is 1/8? And he's talking about $40. And she said, what? He was like, what? Then the mom screams out, I can get it for you for 30. No. I was just like, wait, what?
Oh snap.
Like the kid was like, what? He's like, $40. What? Huh? He was like, I wasn't even thinking that my kid just asked me.
like it didn't even come through my mind that this man doing math.
Yeah. How much is that? $40.
And be like, why you want to know? That would have been my response.
Like he was washing dishes, like he wasn't even paying attention. He was like, he just $40. What?
Huh?
He was just like, wait a minute. Who the fuck said that? My kid?
Oh shit.
The kid was confused, like
$40.
$40 is hilarious, dog. Because like that would have definitely been my response too. I got to mentally prepare myself for Gabby to start asking some questions like that in like upcoming years to be like, nah,
you're not asking what I think you're asking.
Yeah, you know. Hey man, so we I don't know about y'all. Like I know I woke up to this damn news of like Microsoft just like.
Why does it have to be out with my damn when I'm off for that day?
Well, to be fair, it didn't impact me not one bit up until like the very end of the day.
Yeah,
like
most of one platform that we use that really got impacted. Lone stream.
Yeah. Other than that, man, like every platform I was operating on today is like all of them don't use Microsoft. Because I ain't gonna lie to you. It was Friday morning. I knew NCAA was live. I was like, boy, if something wrong with these systems today, I know what I'm doing all day, dog.
Man, listen.
Oh man, when I logged in and I saw my email was operating efficiently, I was so pissed off.
Man, I'm talking about Best Buy open at 10. I didn't go there as soon as they opened. I tried to act like I had some couth about myself and like I wasn't just a damn fiend. I showed up at 10:40. I wasn't outside at 9:45. Like, wait till y'all niggas open up and go in here. Like,
what was the traffic like in there?
Surprisingly, it was nobody in there. Like when I walked in, it was two guys sitting in front. It was like, "I help you." I'm like, "I got a pickup." So then they walked me over to the little pickup area. He has to see my ID, and he took the thing off the game to keep track of the one that got picked up. I want to say like 4 people might have came before me to pick theirs up, and I was like, "Damn, that's it." I thought it would have been a line out this motherfucker.
Nah, to download, bro.
Yeah, motherfuckers got them
especially
downloadables.
With the thing you talking about.
Yeah, if you got the SSD, like, bro, I swear I put that shit in there to download. I walked away to tell Miss Cynthia something. Like, I talked to her for maybe like 5 minutes, and then I went back in the thing. It was like play game. I'm like, damn, for real?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I said, oh yeah, this shit ain't no fucking hoe, bro. Like, I used to put games in there to download, and that shit be like 16 hours. I'd be like, fuck, nigga. Like,
and especially a game as big as this one. Like a game as big as NCAA, you would think that should take eons to download, but
that shit ain't take nothing.
Nothing. The fact that like what you wanted the hard copy for a reason,
just in case I like had to bring it to like a location and play it like somebody else's system. Like, but like I thought about it, I'm like, even if I did that, they still gotta download the fucking game. So
yeah,
if they ain't got the SSD, it's gonna take forever to download that bitch. But I know it. I don't know how. Did it not take long on the not long at all? Oh shit! Then it shouldn't.
Yeah, I had downloaded it. It took about 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
The only thing I needed to do was log in to my EA Sports shit and like,
man, that shit already.
I just downloaded it before you got here. It just
that shit already knew me. That shit said Voodoo Slim 619. Yep, that's me. Go ahead and,
just in case y'all want to try to get on that boy. And,
I mean,
so online
I ain't raw yet because I got a homie like that nigga immediately asked me, like he posted his shit. He was like, nigga, I was like, oh yeah, I'm about to pick it up on Friday. Nigga was like, what's your gamer name? I'm like, damn, nigga, like I ain't even got the game yet. Like, I go look at his damn Instagram stories later on that damn day. He beat nigga 70-0. I'm like, God damn, I'm not ready to play you yet. Nah, let me give me a couple weeks, nigga.
Yeah, I seen somebody post a picture. It was a meme. It was like my son was like he wanted to play a game with dad. He didn't know what he was signing up for. The score was 184-0, and I was like, nigga, your boy is crying at the end of this game, dog.
You can't take it easy. You can't take it easy on the kids.
Nah, this ain't
because as soon as you do, they're gonna start talking, boy.
That is the biggest problem. That would be the biggest problem because then you done boosted their head, but they when it comes to video games and young boys, oh man, no, my ego is through the roof now.
And then it's like when he beat the person, like he put they at, so like you can click on the person and go look at their picture and see who the hell he just was. So like I'm like, damn, he did that. He's like 4 people like that. I'm like, bro, yeah, I'm not playing him right now. Like
trying to clown you, boy.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, you put 70 points up on me, boy.
I'm gonna find them. I'm gonna find your IP address. I'm coming knocking on your door. I'm letting you know that right now. You ain't putting a 70 burger on me.
70 burger?
And I ain't I got a donut? Oh no. I gotta fly out to wherever you at. That's okay. That's just a friendly.
My thing is, I gotta learn the offenses in college.
Yeah, and bro, I'm not gonna hold you. Like playing as like a Florida running back, bro. I firsthand witnessed the gauntlet that we have this year. That shit, like, bro, I'm like, bro, even the games that I won, I'm like, bro, I won this game. Yeah, we straight. We just beat a good team. Next week, Kentucky was like 2-4 and beat the shit out of us. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? We just beat a ranked team. We just beat Texas A&M. Turn around and lose to Kentucky.
Yep.
I'm just like, bro, what the fuck?
Then Tennessee.
Did I beat Tennessee?
Then
no,
Georgia.
I lost to them too. I beat Georgia.
LSU.
I beat Georgia and I beat Florida State. Right.
Huh?
Right.
Wait, no. Florida State is a different topic. You beat Georgia.
I beat Georgia.
Boy, this is how we know video games.
Hold on.
It's on All-American.
No, I'm gonna tell you why. Like whatever play or route they made me run, I did not run that shit. Like I was like, they are covering that shit, and I'm making my own route. And when I'm open, I'm throwing a hand up, bitch, and you better throw the ball. And he did. And I'm just like, oh shit, I got the sideline. Kick off on the ass. Like, so like I got like 2 big chunk plays like that, and then like our defense held up. Like we only won by like 3 points. They like we ain't win by like
no. But a dove's a dove with that schedule, boy. I don't care. We win every game by 1 point this year.
Bro, we were 8-4 at the end of the season. Like we still didn't do shit.
Boy, if we do that,
if y'all go 8-4 this year with that schedule, that's a hell of a season. I ain't gonna front. That's that schedule that y'all got that the Gators got this year.
Why do you hope we're 4-8?
He wants
you want Billy Napier out of here?
Prime.
Prime for the talking y'all niggas. Prime. Hey, Prime already in the big in one of the rooms.
But that is who I'm gonna build though. Like the next person I'm building is a linebacker and sending that nigga to Colorado. So now we got a corner.
Prime.
We got a quarterback.
Come back to Florida. Give you that bag.
Bag. Crack. Meth. If you think
y'all food.
Y'all getting fucking Prime, man. All right, man. Let's slide over to this thing, barbershop, man.
So I need to hit my barber.
Cause it's time.
What's the time? Oh.
For barbershop talk.
Yeah.
Yo.
Baby. Y'all motherfucking vibes, man.
Hey. Boy, you shot the mess out of me, bro. I did not think you about to hit it that long, boy.
Bro, it's not after hitting the J, bro.
I was like, that bit.
Shit. Hey, man, let's get to it, man. That boy Skip, old Skip. Good old Skip. Come on, Skip. That man is leaving FS1.
Ain't no leaving.
Huh?
That boy got the boot.
They gave him the boot ski.
That boy got the boot, bro.
Fill us in.
First take. Well, I mean,
Undisputed.
No, first take. Like when you compare the two, first take will be having like 400,000, 450,000 viewers, and then Skip Jump went down to 50.
Yeah.
It wasn't that lopsided before. You know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
But yeah, man. I mean, to me, it's the good old Bible story. Or a good old Bible proverb, pride comes before the fall.
But the crazy thing is that he tried to pull out every stop he could to keep this shit going. I'm gonna add Lil Wayne. I'm gonna add this person. I'm gonna add this person. Like,
but he had already lost it before you can even try. You lost it because you disrespected somebody like that.
Right.
I tried to tell you on when Shannon Sharp left, and we was talking about all these replacements.
They ain't going.
And I was like, none of them gonna work.
When he took that time off like that, I was just like.
Also, I think
delaying the inevitable.
I think where he messed up was trying to do exactly what Stephen A was doing over on ESPN, where you're the main focal point, and then you just have these random guests come in for different segments, different days of the week, things of that nature. I think he
still did it a little bit different though.
He still needed at least one consistent person, only one consistent person to sit across from him.
He did,
but that person had to be enthralling.
Yeah, I mean, he did try to. Keyshawn was the main person that stayed at every episode.
I'm saying, like,
you needed a host.
One, you need a host.
He was the host. That's what messed it up.
Two, you needed one solid person to sit across from you. Not, this day I'm gonna have these 4 people here, or that shit never was gonna work. And Keyshawn was not the guy to be the consistent front across from you. Because Keyshawn ain't that interesting.
Yeah, I mean, he messed up, in my opinion, when he got Richard Sherman on there. Richard Sherman was about to they be having. I mean,
lay that boy.
It's cool. I mean, it's cool to like, when you debate and everything, y'all yelling all that jump, but like you can clearly see that they kept Richard Sherman out of the studio and kept him on a separate screen for a reason.
Yeah,
he had like his own box. He was in another studio somewhere, bro. He was not in studio,
which he shouldn't have been, because that man would have Bart Simpson, Homer Simpson.
Bro,
why
what?
you little
bro? What?
Yo, you would have seen that man get choked out,
bro. I really don't know what Skip could have did, bro.
It wasn't enough for him to do. There was not another interesting person to sit across from him, like truly interesting. Like
maybe get Max Kellerman. Nah, that wouldn't work.
I don't think that would have worked as well. I just don't think there was a person that could have sat across from him.
Not after that.
You know who would have been the person that probably could have if they would have did it? But they would have had to. You would have had to go through all the growing pains up until he got to where he needed to be. And I think Ocho Cinco across from him would have been straight.
But Ocho wouldn't have did that.
I know. I'm just saying that's the person. That's the person / personality that would have needed to be across from him. You see what I'm saying?
I agree with you. But Ocho wouldn't have did that. No, his ties with.
No, he wouldn't have did that. But I'm just saying, like that's exactly what he would have. That kind of personality.
That type of personality. Yeah.
Yeah. Because bland ass Keyshawn Johnson ain't gonna get it done, dog.
Yeah. Nobody else at Fox was trying to join the show.
Right. 50,000 is crazy, because I know that like even Pat McAfee come on and do his show on there. I know he's still over 300.
Yeah, Pat McAfee got a little cult though. He got a little cult following.
See, but that's why Pat was smart with this shit. Pat was like, I'm gonna build my own shit that before ESPN's name was even attached to it, was getting over 300,000 views per episode on YouTube, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so when I bring mine over, I'm going to keep the ESPN watchers.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. they're gonna start watching it. But all of my people that was watching on my show that I produced myself on YouTube, they're gonna flock over here to ESPN as well. So like, it's just guaranteed numbers on both the YouTube platform and ESPN, and watching both of those kind of converge together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why he was able to go in and ask for whatever number they gave him.
Yeah.
Because
I'm proven. You got the backing, you got the following.
It's not even like, not only that he was proven, it was also the fact that he didn't change anything.
No, yeah, he kept the same flow.
Yeah, like I'm not even changing up my show at all. Like, you just gonna
the Thunderdome.
You just gonna get my show. I'm gonna cuss a little bit on it.
Yeah.
So y'all gonna have to deal with that. ESPN.
Only thing I seen him change is the tank top. He actually put a shirt on.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah,
that's about it. And shout out to him, but shout out to Skip. Had a run, dog. Even if he this is the end of Skip. Skip had a long ass run.
I don't think it's the end, but I think it's the end on him on like a major network having like having a frontline show. Like, I think he can probably get a show on the back end somewhere, but with his pride, let him do that.
I mean, he'll just do his YouTube one.
He got his own YouTube thing, but I'm just saying, like, I don't see him. I can see him having his own show, maybe at another network. But
what network is that? You see what I'm saying? Like, if it ain't ESPN and if it ain't FS1, then where is your show at?
Fubo.
He could be like Rich Eisen on Roku.
You know what I'm saying? Brother from another dropped off, so he can go on CBS Sports.
No. CBS Sports is an option.
It ain't gonna be the same though. His run the way it is over though.
Yeah, that run's over, but that run was 20 plus years, dog.
I mean, he's 72.
Yeah,
that's another thing. He was making $8 million a year.
Meanwhile, Stephen A out here like,
I ain't trying to get 18. I want y'all to give me 25. You trying to get 25 a year, bro?
Reg said Pat McAfee is bulletproof. He called Caitlyn a white bitch and survived. And he's right, dog. But also he's white, dog. He was gonna be able to survive that. You know what I mean? I'm surprised.
But he's only able to survive because of the viewers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If the viewership, I mean, that's anybody. But if the viewership dropped, then
that would have been.
You ain't gonna be able to get away with that.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, shout out to Skip though, dog. Skip. Like Skip was responsible for cold pizza that then turned into First Take. Yep. They fired Stephen A. ESPN. He was responsible for getting Stephen A. Back onto ESPN.
Stephen A. even said it himself. Stephen A. was strictly radio. Skip got him back on TV.
Yeah, Skip was the person that put Shannon Sharp in a position to where he could sit there, start as rusty as all can be, and then turn into a gold mine by the time he left there. But he would have never had that opportunity if it wasn't for Skip. Like, I mean, he because Shannon Sharp did like the pregame. Like the pregame, CBS joint, and then he got fired from there.
Yeah,
and then Skip was like, "No, I see something in him." And then once he got there, once he got comfortable, then he just allowed to be Shannon Sharp. Now you get the
whole boy,
because if you look at the first episodes of Shannon Sharp on first or Undisputed to now,
100%.
Oh, it's a whole different. It's night and day.
Yeah, he was able to create a character
and be him and be like
but that's a character though. It's not really him.
Yeah,
he said it. I'm not. That's not me saying that. That's him. That's out of his mouth. He even said that.
I think what it is him turned up to like 20. Like if you was on a scale of 1 to 10, it's him turned up to 20.
Yeah. Kind of how he explained it. It's almost like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde type situation because he said he's more of an introvert.
But he knows how to entertain.
But yeah, exactly.
And that's what that part is. So yeah. And once again, I don't know. I can't keep saying this enough, man. Shout out to Skip. I know he got, but most of 70 plus white men who still out here wearing J's, they are going to be a little bit crazy. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you, but I don't got no shout outs for him though. I'm sorry. I don't got no shout outs for him. I mean, he made his money. He did his thing.
Yeah. Don't be a hater, man. Don't do that. Don't do that, dog. You know what I'm saying? Hey, come on, dog. You know, I know what it is. My man was mad because there was a point in time we used to call this man Shades Old Skip Bayless.
Shades Bayless.
Shades Bayless.
I saw some ties to it because my take on Tebow. I just didn't like how I didn't like how he was like on the show, and then the personality. Of course, a lot of people's like that, you know what I'm saying? But it's completely like everybody that talks about Skip off the air is like very nice guy, whatever. Like, why you got to get on the show and be all disrespectful? You know what I'm saying? Consistently.
To who?
Shannon, other people that was on.
No.
Like T.O.
No. I'm saying
Orlando Scandrick.
I'm saying being disrespectful part. Who was he being disrespectful?
LeBron.
I mean, yeah, he was
a hell alone for no reason.
He was an active LeBron hater. That the reason was because he's a Mike guy. But that's like I understood.
But I'm saying to like go out of your way to like.
There's
absolutely no way that you can be like find a way for this to be wrong about LeBron, or for you to find some thing to talk about LeBron about, and you would twist it around just because. I mean, it made TV, you know what I mean? But whatever, it is what it is.
So he had the issues with LeBron, and then he was the ultimate Tebow lover, right?
But I also feel like he did that just to do what he did just now, to evoke emotion from people and
100%,
and make you tune in to see how he was gonna piss you off again today. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I mean, if that's what you got. I mean, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to yeah, he said hate is the thing to do. Disrespect sells.
And that's true. Disrespect definitely sells. Look, man, I watch wrestling, dog. I understand when somebody playing a heel and right in my face. That's all Skip was. Skip was just playing a heel, just kind of the same way.
You can tell because he's be smirking sometimes about certain things.
Kind of the same way we just talked about how Shannon Sharp's character on screen, right? He's babyface on. So you got the heel, the bad guy, the good guy, babyface. That was good old Shannon Sharp, you know, big old Unc.
Yeah, but I mean, Unc kind of got a way of saying what he got to say, but it being direct, and that's really how he thinks. You know what I'm saying? And not just being like disrespectful. No, I'm talking about your play. I'm talking about your performance. And even if it's a guy that he likes, like there's sometimes like, you know, he loves LeBron. But there's certain things about LeBron that he don't agree with. There's not one thing that Tom Brady ever did that Skip would have a problem with. Like, and that's why it caused that friction, because Shannon Sharp talking about how Brady was playing that year, which was not very good in certain instances. And Skip couldn't have an honest conversation about it. Like, you can't even analyze it. It's just bias. You know, it's just, you're not going to talk about the real. You're just going to talk about.
I mean,
that one did piss me off because he was like, "You're comparing him to me. For one, we don't even play the same position."
Yeah, no, that part was crazy.
He was like, "For two, I helped my team win Super Bowls the way he helps his team. But do you have as many as he has?" Like, that's besides the point, Skip. What does my accomplishment have to do with what I'm talking about right now?
Right.
Yeah, I'm talking about his play. Is he playing good? And that's the thing that he couldn't answer. Is he playing good or is he not playing good right now? What was his stats? Did he not throw interceptions and stuff? But he did this and no, we're talking about his play right now. Like, after that point, how can you have like a real analyst conversation? You can't. And then it's because it was Skip's show, you know, he wants to, you know, throw his power in front of other people. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, yeah,
that's the main part. That right there, that's the main part. Like that's why I think things transpire the way it is. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You know what I mean? He's made plenty of money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think he'll land on his feet and find something else to do. You know what I mean?
All right, man. Well, let's move on along, man. Let's go ahead and drop over here to the NFL, man.
Man.
What damn executives made headlines this week?
Bro, you got this one executive that said, well, there's two major stories that came out this week. You know, sometimes we like to come up with our own things, but then sometimes we like to take what's the most popular things people was talking about this week.
Mm-hmm.
One of the most popular things that have been talked about this week is one executive said that Josh Allen is overrated. Said that he makes too many his what would you call it? Your pre-snap adjustments is not on par.
Pre-snap reads.
Pre-snap reads is not on par. Has too many turnovers. Forces the ball.
So pretty much
he's an aggressive quarterback, basically, is what I heard. I don't really hear. So does that mean that Favre was overrated? Because he threw a lot of fucking interceptions. Favre threw plenty. He got a championship. He did get a championship, but I mean, bro, I'm gonna
tell you what my problem with Josh Allen is. My problem with Josh Allen ain't got nothing to do with Josh Allen. It got everything to do with people trying to rank him over Lamar Jackson. And I don't think that's even operable. Like, sure, you could say, well, he's made it further into the playoffs. No. They both won one round in the playoff, right? And then I'm thinking, okay, cool. Okay, that happens. Lamar got an MVP, right?
Shit, didn't he get two? No,
who? Lamar?
He didn't win the MVP last year.
Who?
Lamar.
Lamar got two.
Oh,
Lamar got two MVPs.
I thought he got
how many Josh Allen got?
0. Just to give y'all his exact words, one of the more overrated players in the NFL, immense talent, but he makes a lot of mistakes. He's underdeveloped at winning at the line of scrimmage, tends to lock onto the targets, more of a thrower than precision passer, forces throws into traffic.
He ain't say shit wrong. All of that shit accurate. Like, I think, and honestly,
I just don't think I think the overrated part is inaccurate.
Yeah, I mean, but if you take that away from it, everything else he said was pretty dead on.
Everything else is dead on. It's just that I don't think he's overrated.
I think he is overrated.
I mean, where do you? But who rates? Okay, so where is he now? If you're saying he's overrated is he better than Lamar Jackson? If somebody says that, yes, he's overrated. Hell no, he ain't better than Lamar Jackson.
That's the problem.
That's the problem. I think that will probably be the thing because some people do have him over. Some people have Josh Allen as the second best quarterback in the league,
which is hell no. Smoking rock.
He ain't better than Joe Burrow.
Yeah. I'll take Joe.
Yeah, I'll take Joe. I'll take Joe over him too. The thing that what he brings, he can run. Cool.
But then he turns the ball over. I mean,
Josh Allen. The only thing I would say about the overrated part is like there's nobody else that has more touchdowns since like 2017, 2018 than Josh.
Okay, so and I'm not gonna lie to
he got turnovers, but he also got like I'm talking about because the next closest person to him in that time frame is Patrick Mahomes. He got like 30, 40 more touchdowns than Patrick Mahomes. But he also got turnovers too. So that's the part that
so he's Jameis Winston.
Stat pattern.
So
no, it's not Jameis.
I ain't saying Jameis. I'm saying like, yeah, I'm gonna throw touchdowns, but I'm gonna turn the ball over too.
But that's too far because Jameis had like 30 touchdowns, 30 interceptions.
I mean,
they might as well ran the damn ESPN 30 for 30 for his 30 for 30 ass.
I mean, but if you think about
Jameis.
Oh, for Jameis.
But even if you think about it, like shit, how many times he fumbled? Because what's the name fumbled a lot too.
Josh Allen fumbles a lot.
So
a lot.
I mean, if you factor his fumbles and interceptions, you probably had 20. But he probably scored like maybe 30 touchdowns rushing, passing, 10 rushing or something like that, about 40.
Less than 10 rushing. Yeah.
No. I'm gonna have to check last year, but I think he was close to 50 recently altogether. I'll double check if that was last year or the year before.
Okay.
But
no, I mean, I've when I watch Josh Allen against, like, if you have a good secondary, like you can easily confuse him. Like if you got corners that like can play and act like they finna like rush and stuff, like he doesn't know. I've realized that. because that time that when we played him, he threw it to Sauce, like he threw it right to Sauce. Like it was like Sauce didn't go nowhere. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? What was you doing? He was just like, he thought Sauce was gonna come, and I'm like, and Sauce just kind of faked it and came back and just threw it right to me. Like I'm like, oh, so you don't know how to like. You just think that they just go like if it's mind games before the snap, he don't win them. Like that's why we start giving them niggas problems. Like I think they figured it out.
He had 44 combined passing and rushing touchdowns last year.
That's a lot of touchdowns.
And then he had 18 interceptions.
How many fumbles? Probably like 6.
But it's okay to fumble if you don't lose. It's not. I mean, it's not okay to fumble.
No,
we're counting the fumble. Like it's not like that shit still counts as a fucking fumble.
But it's not a turnover though.
Yes,
an interception is a turnover.
No, and the fumble is a turnover.
Not if your team don't lose a ball.
Hey, that's a turnover and then a turnover. That's what that shit is to me, boy.
Double turnover, nigga. If you lose the ball, it's already a turnover because you dropped that motherfucker.
I don't know how to find it. Oh, I don't know how I can search the total turnovers. Josh Allen's turnovers. There you go. Or you could just say fumbles, you know. He had 22 total turnovers.
So he lost 4 of those fumbles.
If you include the regular season and playoffs, he had 51 touchdowns total, 22 turnovers, 5,365 total yards, 93.2 passer rating.
It was 18 picks, so that's 4 fumbles.
So 4 fumbles. 4 fumbles for loss.
Yeah, 4 fumbles lost. Yeah, that's an even better way of putting it.
Because I know he fumbled at least 6 times. They just recovered some of the motherfuckers. For sure.
And I think some of them yeah, I would say the leadership is a little bit questionable as well. But I think
he has arm talent.
Like I'm gonna have to agree with. I heard Mina Khan's talking about it, and I think it was another guy on FS1 on the speak. I forgot his name. Dave Hedelman, I think his name is.
Yeah.
But I agree with them more of it's not like Josh Allen doesn't know how to read the field. I think it's more he puts too much pride in his arm.
Yeah, he do. He's a gunner.
He like the Brett Favre. I think he's a Brett Favre of this generation for sure. But he can run though. So he's better than Brett, in my opinion. Well, he will be, I think, ultimately better than Brett because he has that run ability.
He already win a ship. Brett won a ship.
Yeah, he got to win one.
Mm-hmm.
He got to win one.
He won one in an era where quarterbacks was nigga, everybody had a quarterback with Brett won a ship. Like
I don't know about that.
Bro, because
in the 90s?
There
wasn't no quarterbacks in the 90s?
I didn't say that.
No, he's saying like where you said like everybody had a quarterback.
And everybody ain't had no quarterback.
I mean, the Jaguars had a quarterback. They had Mark. Shit, who ain't have a quarterback back then? That was bad. Maybe the Bucks.
The Browns, Lions.
They had Tim Couch.
Tim Couch was trash.
Lions probably would have had.
Lions had.
What? They had Kitna. Kitna wasn't bad. Kitna wasn't bad.
Kitna was.
John Kitna was.
John Kitna was
bun
cheeks, nigga.
He was not bun.
Nigga, John Kitna was
the Bengals
garbage,
didn't have no
dog.
QB. Bengals didn't have no QB.
They had Carson Palmer.
That's not 90s. That's early 2000s.
Late 90s. But it's still late
before
90s.
that,
Cardinals. Well, they had Jake Plummer for a little bit,
yeah,
but
Jake Plummer was getting off.
barely. Seahawks. Who they had?
Whatchamacallit?
Who Seahawks had?
Seahawks in the 90s?
Exactly.
Oh, no.
They won some shit.
Hasselbeck, nigga.
With Sean Alexander, they won
The Hasselbeck boy.
I think Hasselbeck was early 2000s.
No, it wasn't, bro. He started late in at least late 90s. Guaranteed it, no matter what. Men's Warehouse.
Whatchamacallit? And the Panthers had Daylight Coming, You Got It Alone. Nigga, like niggas had quarterbacks, nigga. Like that shit wasn't no fucking cakewalk.
He played again. Or Hasselbeck played for Seattle in 2001. Started in 2001.
Damn, I'm
He played for
wrong as
Green
shit.
Bay in 2099.
Yeah.
What?
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
2009.
99.
The Giants in the 90s, who they had? Redskins. My apologies.
I mean,
Commanders.
that was their name in the 90s. So fuck it.
But
hey, man. Hey,
I mean,
that was the name of the team. Like,
it's quite a few.
who the Eagles had in the 90s? Because
Cunningham.
True. Hell yeah.
The fuck is you talking about? Don't do that one, dog.
My bad.
The Vikings had
I was
some
about to
shit.
fight you for a second.
The 49ers had some shit.
Bears
the Dolphins
didn't have
had
nothing.
some shit.
Bears didn't have nothing.
I mean, these teams that's been predominantly sorry for a long time now. Like,
But you saying every team?
Some niggas can't help that.
I'm calling out a lot of teams that ain't had no
I
quarterback.
done call some bum
if
teams.
you compare
that
it to
got
right now, I think right now, like there's way more better quarterbacks like on overall than like in the 90s. It was only like a
for one,
couple
this is a predominantly friendly game for quarterbacks right now.
Yeah,
like,
it's a lot easier to be a better quarterback now than it was in.
Because back then, that 300-pound nigga that's rushing right now, he can kill you when he get there.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna do shit. They ain't throwing no flags.
One no
like,
I'm gonna let up once your
back
helmet.
then, bro, that 300-pound dude, as soon as you throw the ball, can still land on your behind.
That's what I'm telling you.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, he can still kill you.
They can't do that now, which makes it a lot easier to stand more confidently in that pocket.
The receivers can get killed too back then. Like, if you nigga, you go out there and lead your receiver too far, and I'm trying to go get the ball. Safety. Yeah.
Headshot.
I don't think the Falcons had nobody in the 90s. They had Brett early 90s, but they ain't had nobody.
Who they had before Vic? Because boy,
you think it's Schaub?
Nah, Schaub was trash.
That was 2000s.
Because Vic
before Vic.
Oh, I mean,
why they
were sorry. They were sorry before.
Yeah,
Vic.
they had.
They got him for a reason.
That was number 12. He was number 12. I know you. I have his. It's Gus Farad, maybe. Like
Gus Farad, what a trash ass
quarterback,
dog. Like why did he last in the league?
The 90s then. I mean, the 90s had a couple of good quarterbacks, bro, but it wasn't.
Hold on, dog. Man. This man gonna make me have to look shit up.
I'm just saying, you had John Elway, Jim Kelly, Dan Marino, Troy Aikman, Steve Young, Steve McNair, Randall Cunningham, Brett Favre.
Keep going.
That's 8.
Mark Brunell was trash.
Mark Brunell wasn't trash, but I'm saying he ain't. I mean,
Mark Brunell.
He had a couple of years.
Mark Brunell's name should be in there.
Mark Brunell was raw in the 90s, boy. What?
He had a couple of years. He was good.
Like,
he was all right.
It's at least, that's what I'm saying. It's pretty much the same. We named other quarterbacks, nigga. Now you trying to make us start over.
Warren Moon, Drew Bledsoe. I'm just gonna start naming some of the ones you didn't name. You know what I mean? You wanna keep going?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Hold on one second.
He said, hold on one second.
I'm trying to find the ones that he hasn't already said. That's what I'm looking through right here. Who the fuck is Billy Tolliver?
I never heard of that nigga.
Oh man, Boomer Esiason.
Boomer Esiason.
Boomer Esiason.
That's like,
but he was fired in the 80s.
Like, yeah.
He was fired in the 80s, but he was there in the 90s. It's pretty much what it's saying there. Hold on, I'm gonna keep scrolling.
You about to name what? Jeff Garcia.
Jeff Garcia was nice.
Garcia was nice, dog. We ain't gonna see
a year or two, bro. For when we had T.O. and Jerry. After Steve.
Wasn't Carson Palmer?
That's 2000s, bro.
I'm not going to use this one because I can use this one.
Who, Kurt?
No. I can use this one, but I'm not going to use it because it's not fair and it's not really real. I could say Peyton Manning, but he was trash in '99.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. He's a 2000 boy. That's my 2000 argument, shouting.
Who the hell is Steve DeBerg?
Bro, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. There's a lot of bro.
Hey, Frank Wright was nice. We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that. What about Rich Gannon, my boy?
Yeah, Rich Gannon was that fire.
Man,
Rich Gannon got to a damn Super Bowl, bro.
Cordell Stewart. That's what y'all about to tell me too.
Rich Gannon got to a Super Bowl,
Cordell
bro. What are you talking about?
He was the damn Chicago Bears quarterback. Cordell.
We gonna sit here and act like
yes, I am, bro.
Act like the Super Bowl ain't something. Get into the
I don't know who the Steelers had, but they had a quarterback. Them niggas always got a goddamn quarterback, except for right now.
Okay. You a football head.
Yeah.
Name me one good Rich Gannon moment you can remember. Just give me one. Because you can give me a whole bunch of other.
When he threw it to Jerry Rice across the middle against don't try me with who they was playing.
They don't count.
What you mean it don't count? What you mean it don't count? No. What you mean it don't count?
You making up something.
Because I remember the play, nigga. He's not making it up.
How I'm making up something?
Cross with that ugly ass jersey.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Dog, like, hold on, bro. You see what he did? You see what he did to me though? He was like, "You a football head?" I'm like, "Oh, I gotta prove it real quick." My bad.
So this is against the Raiders. This is when they played the Raiders.
This is when he was with the Raiders. Yeah,
with the Raiders.
Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong. I know that's don't ask me anything else.
How you stretch?
Don't ask me anything else. But if I had to prove my point, I had to prove my point. That's all I'm saying. If I had to prove my point had to be proven.
Oh man,
damn it. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, okay, hold on.
Quarterbacks.
So Reg was saying, oh no, Leftwich was a 2000s guy.
Yeah, Leftwich 2000s.
Man. He said Gannon got a ring. Is what he said.
Leftwich 2000s play.
Yeah. No man, don't do my dog Gannon.
Bro, that's a Brad Johnson Super Bowl.
Yeah. No, that was that defense's Super Bowl, bro. Stop playing with it. Tampa's defense that year was something.
For sure. That's what I'm saying. It's like I don't want to put him. I ain't gonna do Rich like that. I'm about to say that's like Trent Dilfer.
Oh yeah, we got Jim McMahon. That was Chicago back.
Trying to hit me with Jim McMahon.
Hey, Doug Flutie, dog.
Doug was all right, dog.
Doug
Flutie was like that.
I mean,
disrespecting Doug.
Phil Simms was out there like that. You know what I mean? What you talking about?
The 80s dude.
No, he played into the early 90s, dog. Don't do that. You know what I mean? Steve Walsh, you know what I mean?
Whatever, dog. Y'all got it.
Gary Collins, my boy. Jeff George.
Get out of here, bro.
What you mean, bro?
No,
hey, Trent Green, dog. We got to get Trent his a little bit of his flowers, dog. We can't sit here and act like Trent Green didn't have a little run
with the Rams.
You can't act like Trent Green didn't have a little run. You know what I mean? With that would be
quickly got replaced. That
would be blasphemous for us to do that. You know what I mean? Jake Plummer, Jeff Garcia. I mean, Jim Harbaugh was out there, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, y'all got to walk out the door with that. He quickly went to assistant coach.
Oh man, Steve Berline, my boy, stop playing with him, dog.
Bro.
All right, man. What else we got, man?
Okay, we on. Okay, so that takes us as a great segue to the other things the executives talking about. Like, I got to get y'all opinion on. So this is not just executives. This also includes coaches.
Okay.
So they gave their top 10 quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
So this is unanimous.
Mm-hmm. Unanimous.
All right. They got Dak Prescott as the 10th best quarterback.
Okay.
They got Jared Goff at 9. Aaron Rodgers at 8. CJ Stroud at 7.
Mm.
Justin Herbert at 6.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Staff at 5. Lamar Jackson at 4. Josh Allen at 3.
This sucks. Joe
Burrow at 2. And Patty Mahomes at 1.
Who the fuck made this list?
NFL executives and NFL coaches.
They all need to be fucking fired. It's a couple things.
It's a couple things on
Is
here.
Justin Herbert so fucking high?
Yes.
Let's start with
no. If we're gonna go from 10 to 1, we're gonna go for 10 to 1.
Yeah, Dak needs to move up.
What?
Dak needs to move up.
No. I was gonna say 10 is exactly where we need to be.
He was top 2 in passing yards last year.
That didn't equate to what needed to happen when it needed to happen. We're not doing this Dak talk again. I'm not doing this one to get with you, dog. No,
okay,
dog. Dak is a good stat producing quarterback, but when it's now time, it's crunch time. He gonna still put up stats and somehow still not equate to a dub.
It's not gonna be a dub.
so basically what you're saying is Dak in the regular season doesn't equate to Dak in the playoffs, right?
Correct.
Okay.
It's the same thing with Tony Romo. All their quarterbacks is like that.
Mm-hmm. What can't go wrong? Real go wrong. You know what? I think if Dak put on a different uniform on Sundays, play for it with a different helmet, different stadium, I think these crunch moments he would actually pull them shits out in the clutch. I think there's a curse on the Dallas Cowboys, dog.
I think it's the pressure of just being a Dallas Cowboys quarterback for real.
I don't think it's a curse. I think it's more Jerry Jones sets the tone and the players feed into more of the story than actually focusing on they always create something and they don't focus on the game. They focusing on everything else. They're focusing on being America's team and what it looks like and all that stuff. But the reason I got Dak up higher is because you can say that same thing about Lamar Jackson. But Lamar Jackson is my number 2. I got him as my number 2 quarterback because Lamar in the playoffs ain't the same Lamar in the regular season.
Why do you have him at 2?
Huh?
Why do you have him at 2?
Because he won. I mean, he won MVP last year. I got to show respect to my guy for that. He was dealing with a rookie receiver. Odell Beckham was a little bit hurt. He lost Mark Andrews, and then you got Rashad Bateman, and you had Duvernay, and you won MVP. He got to it's kind of like Tatum was in the playoffs, like how you was gone in the first round, and next year you got to the second round, and now he's gotten better. He's gotten better over time with the playoff thing.
I like what you did there,
but he still hasn't gotten over the hump yet. But Lamar in the playoffs is not the same Lamar in the regular season. But last year, that last game they had, when they ran the ball 8 to 10 times in the game, I got to put that on the offensive coordinator.
Can I say this?
So that's another reason why he's at 2 for me.
Because it's not just what you said about Lamar. It's also the fact that they had mad running backs go down.
100%. That too.
And yet you still was able to get your team to the playoffs.
Right.
That's why he's up there. And that's why I won't even give him when you named off the receivers he has to throw to, right? You name off we can name off the running backs that went down and still got that team to the playoffs. That's why he should be ranked as high as you have him. On the contrary, Dak had CD, not Dalton Schultz, he's over fucking
Ferguson showed out.
Ferguson started to show out. Brandon Cooks. Who's the running back? Gallup. Tony Pollard. That offensive line.
He was a little banged up, but
that offensive line
and that defense.
And you couldn't get it done. Like this, wow, yeah, sure. Lamar didn't win, and they didn't get it done in the playoffs, and the Cowboys didn't get it done in the playoffs. While they should be level, the Cowboys not making it to the playoffs is going to have that bitch off balance.
There ain't nothing I can say about Dak in the playoffs because the reason they lost to me, regardless of how the defense played, was Dak. Dak was horrible in that game against the Packers. 100%. There's nothing I can say against that. But only thing I can say is like I have to factor in what he did in the regular season to get them even to be in the playoffs. The fact that they've been like 12-4 3 years straight, but they were like dismantling teams last year. Like I've never seen people destroy teams like that consistently, like over the stretch of the whole year like that. 49ers maybe, 49ers is another good team, but they were destroying teams last year to where, I mean, they got to get over that hump. I mean, it's kind of like the same thing with Dak and Lamar. Like but Dak has not shown the progression that Lamar has in the playoffs, in my opinion. So that's why I got him. Like, I'm not saying move Dak to 5 or 6. I'm just saying Dak ain't 10.
He's 10 to me. He's 10 to me because he
was 9 last year. I probably, because he was top 2 in yards and top 2 in like touchdowns and stuff. I'm moving him to at least 8.
Numbers don't mean shit, man.
I'm moving him to my 8th best quarterback.
Ryan, how you feel about this list?
Let's start with
you said Herbert. So you said, where you moving Herbert to?
Shit, honestly, 9th. I'm fine with Aaron where he is. CJ Stroud definitely, to me, is coming up like to fucking like 4.
So where you got Josh Allen?
5th.
Okay.
I respect this. I respect what's going on here right now. Yeah.
Then I got.
You might want to get your guns out. You probably gonna get mad about what I'm about to say.
Patrick at 1. I like Burrow at 2. And Lamar at 3.
Yep. That's about where my list is. My top 3 right now is Lamar 3, Burrow 2, Patrick Mahomes 1. 4 through 10, man, that's how depends on how I feel that day. Like,
I just feel like CJ Stroud is a lot better, than what we have seen. I think that he had a good season last year, but I think that
he about to have the full season this year.
And then he got weapons now,
weapons.
And he still got the same offensive coordinator. Part.
And then you got that defense. Daniel
Hunter.
They got Daniel Hunter. But I'm saying they isn't DeMeco Ryan.
DeMeco Ryan is the head coach.
Right. So you got a defensive minded. You know what I'm saying?
And your offense coordinator crazy because they trying to pull that boy. Like he had so many head coaching interviews. So what about you? So yours is about the same as Ryan's?
The top 10?
Yeah. I want to hit your list because you said we're gonna hit some gunshots.
So, I think y'all will. It ain't no gunshots.
So I don't necessarily have my top 10 in order, like right now. But okay, so all right, probably 10 I'll put Justin Herbert. 9 I'll put Dak, right? Cool. Aaron at 8. That's fine. I mean, this Aaron Rodgers, he's going to come back and be Aaron Rodgers. I'm not too concerned with that. I'll put Matthew Stafford after that. Then I'll go Josh Allen, CJ Stroud, Lamar, Joe, Patrick. Yeah, that would be my list. All right. What you got, dog?
Well,
Shades, who you got?
I'm taking Herbert out of my top 10.
Okay.
I'm taking Jared Goff out of my top 10. I'm putting Jared at 11. And probably Herbert after.
Hold on, please. I'm trying to get to the gunshots just in case I need them.
And I'm moving Brock Purdy in there, and I'm moving Tua in there. If we talking about last year.
That's what this said? This said last year?
Yeah, it's based on last year.
I don't even know what this sounds like. That's not a gunshot I need.
I'm going Patty Mahomes at 1. I'm putting Lamar at 2 because he won the MVP. You got the Super Bowl winner and Super Bowl MVP, then you got the regular season MVP, and for all the reasons that we stated. I'm putting Burrow at 3. I'm probably going to put Stafford at 4. I really want to put Josh Allen up, but I want to see how he does this year. I got Josh Allen at 5. I'm putting CJ Stroud at 6. I'll put Brock Purdy at 7, Aaron Rodgers at 8, Dak at 9, and 2 at 10.
Brock Purdy better than Aaron Rodgers?
This is based on last year.
Aaron shouldn't even be on the fucking list. If that's the case, he ain't played one play.
And this is based on last year. Aaron didn't play last year. He only played 4 snaps last year. So we got a 40-year-old Aaron Rodgers that I know can flick it, but he's 40 years old coming back off Achilles. So I'm saying Brock Purdy played all of last year, and Brock Purdy, he ain't supposed to be doing what he's doing, in my opinion. Like, even though you got Kyle Shanahan and everything, Brock Purdy ain't supposed to be doing what he's doing, in my opinion. Like,
but how? How should he not?
Consistently, bro. Like, the dude.
But what doesn't their offense have?
But you still gotta get it to them. You have, and you still got to make smart decisions.
Arguably, you have
you got to make smart decisions.
You do, but arguably,
and Kyle Shanahan offense ain't easy to understand and learn, which means he's smart. He's an anticipation thrower. He's like a poor man's Joe Burrow to me. Joe Burrow don't have like the arm strength. Joe Burrow's an anticipation thrower. He's more of a timing quarterback. Same thing, kind of like Tua. They don't have the strongest arms, but they're anticipation throwers. It's not like Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes or even Lamar Jackson has a stronger arm than most quarterbacks. Brock Purdy is an anticipation thrower. So to be able to read the defenses, and so because some of them throws that he's throwing is deep in routes, like, you know what I'm saying? Bro, he had some passes last year that only certain quarterbacks could throw, in my opinion. Okay. Outside, so I'm looking outside of his weapons, and I'm looking, okay, what are you as a quarterback like? So when the pressure comes to you, are you mobile enough to escape and then still be able to make some plays? There's some plays he made last year where he was throwing back across his body and it was scoring and stuff, and then sometimes you try to do it again and you have an interception or something like that. But there were some times where Brock Purdy had to show up, you know what I'm saying, and get them to where they. And then what happened? They made it to the Super Bowl. What happened the year before? They was in the game before the Super Bowl. So I'm saying to the year before, you were in the game before the Super Bowl. Then this year you go to the Super Bowl. That's not a fluke. So you got to be able to. You surrounded by pieces, and then they went on a slump too. That's why he's not higher up on the list for me, because without certain players, like you missed Trent Williams one time, and then you was missing. I think they was missing Debo. And then they went on a little bit of a losing streak. So,
Brock Purdy is the NFL comparison to freaking Ken Dorsey at the University of Miami. That's what he is. He's not that great of a quarterback. He happens to have loaded amounts of talent around him. Don't go out here and make a ton of mistakes. That's all you got to. Just don't go out and try to be reckless. That's it.
He arguably has I'll say top 10 route running receiver in Brandon Ayuk, and probably one of the best run after the catch weapons in Deebo Samuel. Probably has either running back 1 or 2, depending on what you prefer, whether you prefer a power back like Henry or all-purpose back like McCaffrey. Top 3 tight end. Probably like top 5 offensive line. I just don't like. There's not a spot that they don't have like a top rank something on that offense. Like, it's just. They're fucking loaded. I feel like I mean,
I kind of feel like you can say the same thing about Troy Aikman.
You could,
you know, but yeah. I mean, because it's gonna be like, it's like you got basically Michael Jordan in your thing right now. You know what I'm saying? So you got to get over the hump eventually. Mm-hmm. You know, hopefully they can get to the Super Bowl. They don't have to play Patrick Mahomes, but you know, people can say the same thing about Troy, but you can't really say it now because he got 2 Super Bowls or 3 Super Bowls or whatever that they won. You know what I'm saying? It's just that Troy didn't have a Patrick Mahomes type system, because it's not just Patrick, it's Andy Reid, it's
right.
And it's also the defense. But it's kind of like me saying like that. But Troy is still Troy, because once you get in those moments, you still got to execute. Is my point. It's the fact that he's executing it consistently. That's the part.
It's funny that you bring up Michael Jordan. So you know how Michael Jordan, he played with all the. You'd be like, well, who do you play against? And then you'd be like, well, who won a championship? You'd be like, well, motherfucker, it was Michael Jordan, dog. He was winning all the championships, right? So no matter who he was playing against, they're like this dim just a smidge, because they never won a championship, but it wasn't really their fault. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So in the NFL comparison, like he could be just as good as whatever the quarterback's name was for the Buffalo Bills in the 90s when they went to 4 straight Super Bowls.
Jim Kelly.
Jim Kelly. Why am I drawing a blank on Jim Kelly when that's one of my boys? That's crazy. Yeah, wow. Don't mind me. Whatever this moon, what you had in this shit?
Lay off
the weed. No,
yeah, it's like that.
But he may very well end up being the Jordan's competition comparisons in the NFL. Because 9 times out of 10, if you want to win a Super Bowl, you probably gonna have to play against Patty Mahomes anyways.
So to honestly have an argument or to have a discussion about Brock Purdy, I mean, we just gotta grade him as a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, yes, you do have all these weapons, but that's not. I mean,
that's not his fault.
That's what I'm saying. It's like not his fault. It's like you know what I'm saying.
It's fault.
It's almost kind of like with our discussion with Clay. Like we can't say whether or not he would have been a superstar on his own team because we weren't able to see it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So we can't count against him the fact that he played with Draymond Green and Steph Curry. But you just gotta okay, then grade him as a player, as a quarterback.
Cool. And it's not when you're grading somebody as a quarterback, it isn't just what kind of stats did they put up. No, it's about what outrageous plays did you make, because now it's going to have to be the outrageous plays you make,
right?
And not okay, this man caught up a 7-yard slant and took it 45 yards for a tutty. You know what I mean?
But that was part of my argument. That's what I'm saying. That's why I put him on the list, is because there's a lot of play. There was a lot of plays last year that some of those drives and some of those games, it wouldn't have happened if Brock Purdy didn't make certain decisions.
Brock Purdy is not good. You know what Brock Purdy is? Brock Purdy is. Let me say, Brock Purdy is Blake Bortles that can throw a spiral.
Damn.
I disagree.
That's
because
cool.
when Blake Bortles used to oh, you said Blake. I'm thinking Blaine Gabbert.
Yeah. Damn.
I think he's a better decision maker than Blake was. He's a better decision maker with the ball. He's smart. He's smarter than Blake was. He knows how to read defenses better than Blake does. And that's all part. That's what I'm saying. All that to me is at an elite level. It's not just basic. Because again, to be able to run Kyle Shanahan's offense and then be able to read the defenses and you keep your turnovers at a relatively low level. He went on the little streak there for a second, but compared to the league, his jump was low, and it's coming off another season where you kept your turnovers low.
Okay, cool.
You're consistently showing that you're not turnover prone. That we were just knocking Josh Allen about.
He went on a streak, but that's not necessarily the issue. The issue is when the streak occurred.
Mm-hmm.
That was not the time they were wanting that streak of them turnovers happening to happen.
But don't you kind of give them some extra, points for having that streak in the middle of a season when that happened, and then being able to have the strength enough to turn that around and then go to the Super Bowl and then play relatively well in the Super Bowl. I don't think Brock Purdy was the reason why they lost in the Super Bowl.
No, you can definitely give them extra points for that. Cool. You went from a C- to a C.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying.
We talked about not having the biggest arm strength and stuff like that. He's anticipating throw. Well, not having the big arm strength is a detriment. That's so. If I'm starting to rank and grade this quarterback, We're talking about just as the quarterback play, correct?
Correct.
That's a part of it. That part is a factor as well. And when you don't have and now he has the luxury of having the talent that it doesn't necessarily matter that he's just an anticipation thrower because he also has guys that can get open.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So it's a lot easier to anticipate your guy getting open.
Also, you got the coach that schemes them open.
Yeah, and exactly. So like you're in a system that works perfectly well for you. But if I'm talking about just grading you as a quarterback, it's not. You kind of have to take some of the points away. That's all. What else we got, man? Because I feel like we can go around and around and around.
100%. Because I was about to say 4,200 yards, 31 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 113 passer rating. Pretty good season.
AKA a quarterback in the system that is geared towards quarterbacks in 2024.
Time will tell.
In 2024.
Time will tell. But yeah. So I kind of want to get y'all opinion. We kind of talked about that. We can go through this real quick. But Charles Haley said that the Cowboys should trade that instead of paying them $60 million.
To who?
I mean, you'll get a couple first-round picks for him.
But to who?
The Raiders.
They probably the only quarterback.
The Steelers, if the Russ or Justin Fields don't work out.
I mean, we won't know for a couple
Giants.
years.
Well, I don't think they're trading to the Giants.
They wouldn't trade him to the Giants. Tampa.
If Bake Show don't work out.
That nobody's like truly leaning on Baker Mayfield. Like if they get somebody who they deem to be slightly better than Baker Mayfield, they will trade. He is out of there, bro.
He is currently a backup.
like that boy is long gone, toast. You know what I mean? So no, I'm trying to think. Well, who else?
Cardinals.
Ooh, you know who could?
They like Kyler.
Seattle.
I don't think they like Kyler. I think there's
Seattle. Seattle.
And then you gave him weapons.
Yeah. That's if you're gonna trade. If he's gonna land somewhere else.
Smith
Seattle.
and Jigba, Lockett,
yeah. DK? Yeah. Yeah.
with that.
Yeah. See now. Yeah.
Now we cooking with grease.
Yeah,
exactly. It ain't the pressure of the Dallas Cowboys. Like you got that 12th man now. It's like
so you agree. So you think that really has something to do with the problem in the playoffs?
I feel like
because you ain't the only person to say that. That I've heard like 3 different analysts say that. Too.
Yes, like bro, like you got to think. Every quarterback that they've had, even prior to Dak, when they had Quincy, whatever the black dude, I forgot his name, but he actually did straight. But when they
Quincy Carter.
Right. When he got to the playoffs, trash.
Mm-hmm.
Romo, great regular season quarterback. Playoffs, trash.
Not that 1 year.
What 1 year?
When they against Green Bay.
Didn't he fumble the extra point?
No.
The field goal.
That wasn't against that's not the same game though. That was a season before or something like that. That was a kick or a field goal, whatever. Yeah, I'm talking about the year that Dez caught that ball and they said it wasn't a catch, and then he dove for the end zone.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was the game before. I think that was a game before. Either that was a game before the Super Bowl or that was a game before the NFC Championship. It was because they beat the Lions. They wound up cheating.
It was the game before the NFC Championship.
Yeah. Then they played.
They trust me. Dallas has not been to no NFC Championship.
No, I said the game before the NFC.
I know. I'm just saying. I just know for certain.
Yeah.
It was the game before the NFC Championship. I remember that.
Roma had overall he was bums in the playoffs, but he had that good stretch in that.
When
then
DeMarco
Murray.
Now you got Dak, and it's kind of like that.
I think it's Jerry Jones, bro.
I mean, honestly,
it's Jerry, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need.
It starts with him.
If your GM just shut the fuck up and let you play ball,
and now because the GM, not because Jerry, GM and owner talk so much, now Micah talking so much, and now I think Micah is like the Jerry in the locker room. He talks too much, bro.
Yeah, He's definitely.
And
like,
y'all talking, and Micah talks about other teams instead of focusing on y'all.
And then when I think about Micah, like when I thought about Micah coming out of like Penn State, I was like, oh yeah, like he's gonna be just like a stud linebacker, like a no nonsense Ray Lewis. This nigga he really a prima donna, just be gossiping like a little. I'm like, bro, why are you?
That's what I'm saying. That's a distraction, bro. No. And now there might be a little divide in the locker room because of.
Yeah, sure, he's prima donna and all that shit.
Oh, but he's still a beast at that.
But he's still exactly what you thought he was going to be when he came into the league. See what I'm saying?
Not in the playoffs. He don't be doing what he doing in the regular season in the playoffs.
Nigga, that's the Dallas Cowboys.
Bro, honestly,
nobody on the Dallas Cowboys did what they did in the regular season.
Bro, honestly,
in the playoffs.
No, I mean, but you got okay. So let's start with
DeMarcus Lawrence start showing up.
Wait a minute. That's what I'm saying. So like when you get to situations like that, it's rare because when you're a defensive lineman, it's easy to scheme you out of a game.
Yeah.
Like it's not like a receiver. Shit, like you have to guard me all the time. Like we're gonna do something. I'm gonna be open at some point. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna get the ball. A defensive end, you can literally just avoid running to that nigga side of the ball to the field and or send a double or pull a guard. You know what I'm saying? Like you can literally take them out of the game, all the way out of the game. Like I've watched dominant players, like the most dominant, like even from Aaron Donalds to Reggie White. Like you can literally take them out of the game if you just avoid them at all costs and send help like nobody's business. But I mean, it's possible. It's possible.
Okay.
But receivers and stuff like shit. I mean. You're not gonna cover a receiver the whole damn game.
No, defensive end is a lot easier to take out of a game.
Out of a game.
So all you got to do is either one, I'm just not running to your side, or two, when I run to your side, you're getting 3-on-1.
I watched Aaron Donald in the air like this, and it was 3 people around him. Like he was off his because he ain't nothing but 6 feet tall. He off the ground, like his toes was like this, and they just literally just blocking him like this, like 3 people just.
So if y'all was Jerry Jones, y'all would trade Dak instead of paying him $60 million a year.
No,
that's reportedly what he wants. But.
No,
you trading him?
No, I wouldn't trade him. Oh, okay. If I'm Jerry, I'm not trading him. Like, first of all, he ain't finna leave.
Trade him, or you got to pay him.
Well, actually, you can't really trade him because he got a no trade clause. So if you do try to do something, you got to like
he's got to sign off.
He's got to sign off.
Okay, so peep this.
And you can't franchise tag him.
Hold on. This is if I'm Jerry, I would trade. I would have a possibility of trade, but I know I'm not going to get what so this is what I would do if I'm Jerry. I'm not going to pay that. I'm going to trade him. But I'm going to wait to see how this particular team's season turns out. And when it doesn't seem like it's going the way they want, this is where I'm trading him to for an additional piece and probably a first round.
But Dak got to sign off on it.
Dak would. And that team would be Minnesota. If Minnesota does not pan out with McCarthy, I would say
McCarthy ain't starting.
Who the hell else they got?
Sam.
Okay,
McCarthy's going to be starting.
So by the end of the season, when McCarthy is no longer starting, no longer Sam either, and y'all realize y'all need some help, they will say, "Well, look, Minnesota, we know you're not going to give us Justin, but we like that one young wide receiver you got, Addison.
What's his name? Addison? Yeah.
He in trouble. He just got in trouble too.
So he already."
That fits the MO.
They fits our MO. We like the bad boys. We'll take Addison off your hands. We'll send you Dak and give us a first rounder. We'll call it even.
I think Dak will get 2 first.
With Addison, though?
You're not getting 2 first with all that.
Addison can, he's a legit number 2. He said nobody's giving a first round.
Yes, he is. 600, 4,800 yards last year.
So I'm just thinking
going to these numbers.
But that's what I'm saying. Like Dak, the reason I think Dak signs off because it's like he's going from CD to Justin Jefferson.
45, 36 touchdowns,
he's just
9 interceptions, 105 passer rating, 105.9.
I'm still playing with a top 5 receiver.
Sorry, what was those numbers again?
45, 16. 36 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, 105.9 passer rating.
Yeah.
I mean, and I think he was second in MVP voting.
Yeah.
Like, that's a definitely first round, like,
fetchable.
Definitely, that's automatic first round pick in Addison. Might get 2 or first and a second or something like that in Addison. At quarterback, how much they pay these quarterbacks and how much they bulk up quarterback.
He said what? 2 firsts?
Yeah, no.
No, I feel y'all.
How old is that?
Here we go.
Dak Prescott age. He 30.
30? Yeah, that's good.
That can be around. He can probably give you another 6-7 years.
7, 8 years. Like, really?
And with his style, he's a thrower. He's a thrower now, so he transformed his game.
Okay.
Ryan, give me a dark horse team.
You talking to the microphone, though.
Give me a dark horse team that would be a problem. That would give some of these teams out here fits next year, but AFC, NFC don't matter.
I just need to know how dark horse is dark horse.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. That because I'm like,
who ain't nobody talking about?
Would Atlanta be considered dark horse?
Yep, because that was mine.
Okay, because that's kind of who I was.
Because they ain't showed in go to the playoffs like okay, non-playoff team. Non-playoff team. Because Atlanta was mine.
You just might have messed this up for me. Go ahead.
I mean, shit. I said mine.
Like, what y'all boys got? No, I had Atlanta. You got, even if Kirk don't work out, the backup can come in and probably do work.
That's why I was like, bro.
They talking about they moving Kyle Pitts all around them. They move him at receiver. They put him in that tight end. They put
That's
him
what they should have been doing when he got drafted. Like, bro, I've been like, bro, the decline of fall Kyle Pitts needs to be studied. Because I'm just like, bro, there's no, like, he was clearly like,
that nigga.
Like, when you played Florida, you knew we wasn't going the ball to nobody but that nigga.
Right.
And it ain't matter where we put him at, that boy won. Like, I'm talking about one.
I think he's going to be the number 1 option this year for them.
He should be.
And then Drake is going to be the second.
He should be.
And then Bijan, boy. That's the other reason. Because when Kyle Pitts eating you up, then you got Bijan you got to worry about.
I mean, but if you're saying non-playoff team, I'm going to say my team for sure. Like, I'll let you have the Falcons, but you got us fucked up, nigga. We ain't make the playoffs.
Jets for sure. You just got to stay healthy because it's not just Aaron you got to worry about. It's your line, too. Your line kind of older.
We got pieces. Like
older.
Our pieces.
You said the Falcons?
I said Falcons, yeah.
Okay. I'm going with the Jags. I know here is not as underdog or sorry, dark horse. In Jacksonville, it's not talked about as dark horse, but out in these streets, that's more dark horse. You know, if I'm going to talk about a damn team, I'm talking about my damn team. Fuck out of here. We are not a playoff team last year, correct?
Nope.
No, we ain't make it to the playoffs. Okay, cool. We got rid of Calvin Ridley. You know, it is what it is. You know, we went out and drafted a first round pick, you know, at receiver.
I don't know if we got rid of Calvin Ridley.
Stop talking. Look, I'm not here to talk logic right now.
Okay, my bad.
All right. So we got rid of that bum. You know.
Makes you feel better.
Hold on. I'm only calling him a bum because the bum ass went assigned to the Titans. All right. That's all. So hey, all love until you start doing dumb shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, we went and got Brian Thomas from LSU. Cool. You know, we went and got what's my boy name from the Bills? Gabe. I was about to call him Gabriel. Gabe Davis. You know what I mean? What we went and got what Duvernay? We got Duvernay. Okay, cool. So we got not only a receiver but a returner. Okay, bet. You know what I mean?
So wait, Agnew gone? Where Agnew went?
What you mean? Thank God.
Look, man,
that dude. You like Jamal Agnew,
bro.
Dude,
let me tell you why I don't like Jamal Agnew.
Kansas City.
Because this man fumbles the ball at the 4-yard line.
Yeah, we was in that game against Kansas City in the playoffs, bro.
Bro, you fumble the ball at the 4-yard line.
Yeah.
against Kansas City. We had Kansas City
against the ropes, and people, bro. That's what pisses me off. For people in the major analyst space, whatever, they be talking about us like we straight trash and everything. And I was like, bro, we was in the game against Kansas City, bro,
in the playoffs.
Like,
sure.
Only reason I can't be on board with you.
Did we have to hurt Patrick Mahomes?
We did.
Did we have to? Hey, we did what we had to do.
But God darn it, we was in that game though. So I just can't be with you, bro. I just can't be with you on our team. I mean, it's a true dark horse for me because if we go to the playoffs, I'll be shocked. Then I'm up because old boy's still there.
Oh, Prez Taylor.
Oh. You can't go nowhere without scheme. If Dougie P don't start calling plays, if Dougie P was calling plays, I'd be right there with you, bro.
I think Dougie P understands that not only is Prez Taylor on the line right now, but so is he.
Man, because if he don't,
because you want to fight and argue for having your boy here.
Okay.
If you go out there and have that same outrageously trash offensive scheme, then guess what? Both y'all going.
100%.
And I think at some point during this season, and I don't think it's gonna take long. You're gonna start seeing Dougie P
at the game 3, game 4.
Dougie P gonna be like, "Nah, fuck this, my team now,
bro. You can, bro.
You ain't finna cost me my job."
It's night and day, like Ryan, bro. I know I talked about this multiple times. I've talked about it multiple times, but bro, I was at that Texans game, bro. 0 points in the first half. My sister was right there because we had season tickets together. I was calling out our plays before that jump started. The next half. I didn't even find out Doug Peterson was calling plays until like later on or something. Like they was talking about on 1010 XL or whatever like that. Mm-hmm. I told my sister, I was like, Doug Peterson calling plays right now. And then one of the touchdowns that Christian Kirk called, I was like, watch this route. I said, Christian Kirk. I called it out, bro. You can clearly see like it was a rhythm to it. Like we went to ETN, and when he was using ETN was going to the outside for the runs. He wasn't have ETN running through the A gap like running through the 1 or running through the 3. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He was running to the outside and then play action. Ingram. Then Calvin Ridley. Like you can clearly see it, bro. When Press Taylor calls stuff, bro, it's like sporadic. It's like you're doing. That's why we drafted Tank Bigsby, bro. We drafted Tank to go up that and do that. ETN need to be hitting the outside, hitting the edges, getting screens, getting short passes. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't even using ETN like that. And ETN wound up getting banged up by the. And that's why they said this year they're gonna lessen his load because of what they did to him last year, bro. Like Press don't know. I give it to you like this. Press is one of them dudes that this is my system, and I'm gonna use my system like this. I'm not gonna use the players I have and try to work like what Andy Reid do. When Andy Reid got certain players, he adjusts the playbook. So. Facts. Yeah, let me get off that tangent, bro.
All right. What else we got, man? What Kenyon Drake?
Just a couple of
Kenyon Drake retired. Shout out to Kenyon.
Shout out to Kenyon. You know, 2-time Pro Bowler, 8 years. You know what I mean?
Shout out to him. Didn't even realize he made 2.
Yeah, I ain't either.
Good for him. Eddie Jackson goes over to from the Bears to the Ravens.
1 year deal.
On a 1 year deal.
That's kind of scary.
What's that 1 year deal mean? Because he's not like it's not like he's not a good safety. Why you only gonna give him a 1 year deal?
Probably safety market fucked up right now.
Like Lamar just got the bag too, so you know.
Lamar ain't got nothing to do with my security.
If
I'm the safety, hey man, look, bro, I get it.
You go there do work and then they sign you to a longer deal, you know.
These players like security in the league, though, man. Like they like to be locked in.
This is him betting on himself. That's all.
Maybe. I hope so.
Yeah.
The Eagles news. There was a disconnect between Hurts and Sirianni. That's not surprising. Sirianni be on the hot seat this year.
I mean, possibly shit. They got enough talent. They should be winning some shit.
Yeah, if they ain't winning shit,
because it should be 49ers Eagles in the NFC Championship game probably. Just on paper.
Y'all keep getting better. Like when we don't think it's possible to get better. Y'all like,
hey, let's go get Saquon. Like what?
We just had Swift as if he was a bad option. Let's one up that and get Saquon Barkley.
Bro, like the upgrade from Swift to Barkley is an insane
crazy.
Upgrade.
Bro, listen. So like I subscribed recently,
and I like
to
Swift.
HBO
Me
Max.
Too,
I subscribed recently to HBO Max, and they got the inside of it's like, you know how the Jets had the inside the NFL thing, whatever special, the Hard Knocks. They got a similar thing right now for the Giants, right? So it's just funny because they were just like the GM, like, I mean, we made him an offer. I don't think he's gonna get a better offer than that out there. We're just gonna wait till he comes back. And it was like he walks into the office and it's like, it just breaks just now that Saquon Barkley signs a 3-year, $37 million. He's just like 37. It's just more than the $10 million that he was looking for. He found it, and then like he was like, "We're gonna be okay."
No, you're
We're gonna be okay.
No, you're not.
He walked all slow to his office. I'm like, that nigga heartbroken.
Yeah,
like
Devin Singletary now, nigga. No, you're not.
Devin was total last year, but
but he ain't Saquon, dog. You can't be 65% of your offense, dog. You know, oh man, this is now Danny Nichols time.
Shekels.
Somebody told me that they said that Neighbors looks like a Jamar Chase clone.
He better be, because if not,
no, you can see that. You can clearly see that they did. That's why they
cool.
The only thing is with Jettas was more looking like how he ran his routes was more like Odell. So it's kind of like they had a Jamar Chase Odell, but they try to have the same model that they had when Jamar Chase and Jettas left. Brian Thomas was supposed to fill in the Justin Jefferson role, and Neighbors fits Jamar Chase's role perfectly. Mm-hmm. Like they almost, you know how I say esque? Like there's certain parts of his game, like he looks like Jamar Chase to me, like when he's running certain routes or after the catch and stuff. It literally looks like, that's why I was like Justin Jefferson when he run his routes, even when he do his little head, it looked like Odell Beckham. But Brian Thomas, he wasn't like, Brian Thomas is Brian Thomas to me. He kind of reminds me of like a poor man's Marvin Harrison Jr. I think Harrison Jr. runs crisper routes than he does, but he's long, he's rangy, he's fast. Kind of good after the catch and everything, but more technically sound. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right.
But Neighbors 100%.
Neighbors 100% could be
Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase clone. It's the only downside to this.
That's a perfect S.
The only downside to this is
you got your quarterback.
Is Danny Dimes is not going to be a Joe Burrow clone. That's where we run into.
That's the problem.
That's where we run into the problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We only got 50% of the equation cloned. You know, like we need to get the chemists back in there, drop you little things in the tubes and shit, and find the clone gene that you can put into Danny Dimes so he can become Joe Burrow. Because if not, then that is fucking pointless.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I feel bad. I feel
bad for Neighbors.
I feel bad for him. I feel bad for Hyatt. Hyatt last year was supposed to be that dude.
Hyatt had a couple of plays, bro.
He did.
A couple of times.
He
you
did.
Know what I'm saying? But I feel bad for Hyatt too. But if they can get a quarterback, I mean, maybe they need to be bad this year so they can probably try to get Shador or something.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
Shador in New York?
Carson Beck, something. Go do something, bro. I think it's time for us to get to our next edition of Stardom, Sit 'em, or Cut 'em. So we're gonna do defensive ends and defensive tackles this week. Start with some defensive ends. Start 'em, sit 'em, cut 'em. Shades. Myles Garrett, Nick Bosa, or TJ Watt?
I'm starting TJ. I'm sitting Myles and cutting Bosa. The reason why I'm starting TJ is because TJ gets sacks, but he also gets interceptions and batted balls.
Okay, there's no way I'm sitting. There's no way the freak of nature that is Myles Garrett is not sitting. That nigga starting. TJ is definitely.
TJ is more productive at the defensive end position.
At this position, I just want somebody that's gonna scare the shit out of people. In that regard, complete havoc, and that's what the fuck Myles Garrett is gonna do. I can use TJ to come off the bench to relieve him. That's a hell of a but I'm definitely cutting Bosa. What the fuck does Bosa bring that neither one of these niggas bring?
Facts. I'm starting Myles Garrett not only because he gets numbers as a defensive end, but also he does the things that doesn't produce stats, like setting edges so the running backs don't ever get to bounce outside. That's the kind of shit that doesn't show up on a stat sheet, but it's the most valuable part to your position.
On his jersey, it said glad to wear because he is the container.
And no doubt, but TJ, he not only is a sack leader, but I think 2 years in a row, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. But he also produces more turnovers by like actually getting interceptions and having more batted balls than both of them. So that's why I picked him. It's not just the sacks. I will say that Myles Garrett probably sets the edge a little bit better in the run game.
That's why the run defense.
But if you include interceptions and you include batted balls, that's a bigger impact to me.
You can't have like the number one rush defense in the league or one of the top 3 in the rush defense in the league, and it not be because one of your star players, if not your biggest star on the team, makes it so difficult to even run to one side because he's always setting an edge, which makes you the number one rush defense in the league. Mm-hmm. That's a consistent stat over the course of the year. Mm-hmm. Turnovers and is something that can be brought or float over from year to year. Mm-hmm. Some turnovers sometimes can be fluky, right? So and that, but having a sure rush defense, that ain't fluky, dog. And that's where, I mean, I was going to still have him starting anyway because there was just no way Myles Garrett is sitting on my bench at all unless he's taking a breather to TJ Watt, who comes in, and then Nick Bosa is working at Costco.
If we get to the defensive tackle, it looks like we got Warren Sapp, Aaron Donald, and Ndamukong Suh. This is in order for me. I understand how Ndamukong Suh is but Warren Sapp is by far.
Ndamukong Suh was a monster for a couple of years.
Yeah, but I mean,
literally, you couldn't run the ball right there. You can say the same thing about a couple of these people, but I would say more so Warren Sapp than Aaron Donald. I didn't really see Aaron Donald stopping the run like that.
There's no way I don't start Warren Sapp though. Like Warren Sapp is probably the most athletic defensive tackle I've ever seen in my life. Mm-hmm. So Aaron Donald, well shit. I mean, I could really put Aaron Donald on the bench because there's nothing I'm getting from Aaron Donald that I'm not getting from Warren Sapp. I could just get this big scary motherfucker and put him on the bench. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
What's your list?
He said he's starting Warren, sitting Aaron, and cutting Ndamukong.
Is that what you're saying? Right? Is that what you're saying?
Because no, I got the inverse.
I'm going to say it's straight up, just not how it is. I'm sorry, I can't sit the Aaron Donald because I just feel like he sustained it longer than Suh did as far as like his like. I watched 4 people block Aaron Donald and he's 6 foot tall. Like, and it's just because he's just strong as shit. Like he just be manhandling people. So like, yeah, I'm gonna leave it how it is.
Okay.
I can't sit Sapp. I just can't do it.
Nothing in me is gonna make me sit Warren Sapp. So he started. And Ndamukong Suh is sitting.
What?
And Aaron Donald's getting cut.
You wildin' right now.
No.
Wow. I didn't think it was going to be that much of a discrepancy because I'm starting Aaron, sitting Warren, and I'm cutting Ndamukong.
How the fuck are you starting?
You just can't even say that. You said you can flip flop either one. So how you gonna be so against what I said? But
it's Sapp.
It's Aaron. Y'all wildin', bro. And Ndamukong was that dude for a minute though. But I'm nah, bro. Aaron Donald was a monster.
All I know is that Ndamukong Suh had motherfuckers damn near giving him a Heisman. I know this is NFL. I know we talking, but nigga was defensive tackle in the Heisman. I'm like, hold on, what's going on at the Heisman presentation? Top 3, and I'm sitting here like a defensive tackle. I remember saying that, like, how is a defensive tackle even in this position, dog? And my dog was out here stomping niggas out in the NFL. Oh, you got nigga.
And he like an engineering major too.
Yeah. No, I mean, I understand what y'all saying with Aaron Donald. Obviously, Aaron Donald has proven it in the league, but if I'm gonna have somebody to come in and spell Warren Sapp, I need him to be as big as Warren Sapp. Because maybe I'll have Aaron Donald play alongside one of these motherfuckers, but if I'm having somebody to come sit behind him, I want to kind of be able to keep my
Where's my gunshots?
You don't need none. Boy, you better learn how to get you an aux cord in the soundboard, boy.
Well, I got the aux cord, my G.
Where?
Right there.
Where?
Right there.
Oh, this thing that's attached to mine. Oh, yes. Where? All right, man. Top 3 wide receiver tandems in the league. Who y'all got, man? I think
I'm gonna go.
I think the list is pretty simple.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go. Let me go
in order.
Number 1, I'm gonna say Tyreek Hill
and Waddle.
Number 2, I'm gonna say Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. And number 3, I'm gonna say AJ Brown and Devonta Smith.
Okay. Number 3, I have Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. Number 2, I have Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua. And then at number 1, I got Tyreek and Waddle because, yeah.
At 3, I got Kupp and Puka.
Okay.
At 2, I got Tyreek and Waddle. And at 1, I got AJ Brown and Devonta Smith. Bro, don't.
I'm playing.
I'm about to take your phone and toss it, nigga. Bro, what? Bro, get out of here.
Oh, man. I knew that was coming. Who you had at number 1 again? I ain't even paying attention. I was getting ready to.
You was going to do it regardless.
Yeah.
AJ and Devonta.
I respect that. I respect it. I don't agree with it, but I respect it. You know, sometimes you ain't got to agree with things to respect it. But now let's start. Let's jump over to this week's.
I do got a question though.
Division
before we go.
What's up?
It's kind of like you're probably gonna ask me the same thing. How did I leave Chase and T. Higgins off your list? How did you leave AJ Brown and Devonta off your list?
Because I put Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp in there.
Got you. I understand.
There would have been like 3 or I'm sorry, 4.
They're number 4 for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
Sometimes it's Slim Reaper.
I already know. I thought he was gonna say, why Garrett Wilson and Mike Williams ain't in there.
He's like, no, man, that's my number 5 team.
Probably like 7.
7. But we get a chance to talk about your team, man. It's this week's because this week's division that we are going over for the NFL.
We're whooping everybody's ass.
It's the AFC East. Let's get into it, man. Let's start with the Patriots. Patriots look like they're gonna have another rough ass season.
Rough.
Last.
Yeah, they're looking like a last place team. They got a new coach, Gerard Mayo, who's getting set up for the okie doke.
They got Drake
May, who's gonna probably have some learning curve coming into the league.
Pick City Beach.
Yep. He's gonna look a little suspect throughout the season. but that's just because they also don't have shit for talent.
Seasons.
They don't got shit for talent over there.
No.
You know, like that's crazy how
all they got is Ramondre.
And that's it. Why is Peach FaceTiming me? Hold on. Let's see if he has something to say here.
Because he does. Because you said the Jets.
Well, he said Mobby. Never mind. Okay, cool. What else we got, man? Okay, so we got they look like they're gonna be hot ass and grits. Cool.
Straight.
Let's talk about the team that's competing for some shit.
Yeah, let's talk about the Bills. The Bills having to completely revamp their receiving core, and you ain't people what I'm doing by now, dog. We saving the Jets for last.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the Bills got a revamped receiving core. Everybody gone. Everybody gone. They went and drafted old boy from Florida State,
Keon Coleman,
and
I got high hopes for him.
I do not think he's gonna be that good the first year.
I disagree.
They still got what?
I'm thinking 1,000 yards, 8 tutties.
They got Dalton Knox,
and
some others.
Dustin Knox and Kincaid.
Oh yeah, Kincaid's for
James Cook.
I mean, he gonna get the targets because they ain't got nobody else. But
right.
I mean,
yeah, no, he's gonna be forced into some production. That's pretty much what it boils down to. But I also agree with what Reg is saying here when he says the Bills can't get out of their own way.
Which means Josh can't get out of his own way.
Exactly.
They did have a lot of defensive injuries last year, though.
Yeah, no, they definitely was a team that had the injury bug slap them in the face, and it was at the worst time, you know.
Right.
So hopefully for the Bills overall, because I ain't wishing no luck to Josh Allen. The Bills overall, they can see a little bit more success coming this upcoming season. Now we can talk about the Dolphins.
Tua.
Yep.
Contract dispute. Well, there's new news that they're talking about Tua should have his contract before training camp.
Okay.
They already got Tyreek. Mm-hmm. They got Waddle.
Yep.
They signed Odell.
Yep.
They still got Achane coming back.
Yeah.
Still got Mostert.
Yeah. Who was that tight end they had? Oh, Gesicki's gone.
Gesicki's gone.
But I mean, he ain't throwing it to the side of that much to begin with. So, bro, move your microphone.
100 times.
It ain't going nowhere.
You all right?
I'm straight.
You good?
Got a frog on my throat.
Ribbit that ass.
Ribbit, nigga, ribbit.
No, so they bring up a lot of their production back from last year. Adding in Odell, maybe their defense gets to be a little bit better this year.
Did they lose Xavier Howard?
Lost Xavier Howard, but they
still got Ramsey.
Yeah, they got Ramsey. They're getting Jalen Phillips back from the Achilles tear.
Mm-hmm.
They still got Bradley Chubb.
Yep.
Yeah, no, they got pieces. Yeah,
Christian Wilkinson gone, thank God.
Yeah. You know, he's
with the Raiders.
That is one big piece that is not going to be easily replaceable.
Yeah. Which means Brees might get loose.
So, yeah, let's talk about them.
Brees the Beast.
The Jets.
Hey, man. Right now it's looking.
Brian, if the Jets stay healthy,
what are we looking at?
What you think, bro?
I think we win the division. I think that if we're healthy, because I mean, what I'm hearing is a lot of, honestly, for me, I don't want to really buy into the Devontae Adams speculation, even though they're saying that's a possibility. And the reason I don't want to is because I feel like Garrett hasn't had an opportunity to even show what he can do with Aaron yet. So, like, to bring Aaron's previous number one receiver over there is like, I feel like that would stunt Garrett's growth.
I disagree.
But you think y'all gonna win the division?
I think it's possible if we stay healthy. I think that.
I disagree with your take about stunting Garrett's growth.
You don't think that? Well, I don't think that Devontae will demand targets. I just feel like
it's not like that. Like Aaron is one of the Aaron's one of the rare quarterbacks that you've actually seen, kind of like Burrow, to where he knows how to spread it around. He's had multiple dope receivers on the same squad.
Jordy Nelson and whatchamacallit, Cobb,
Greg Jennings.
Yeah, he gonna spread it around.
Yeah, like 4 receivers at the same, and Jermichael Finley.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're gonna do it, Aaron Rodgers is the one to do it, because he'll make sure. Because James Jones said it. He said, like, one of the reasons he loved Aaron was he'll be like, one game, like he'll know that, you know, you didn't get touches or what. He'll be like, I'm gonna make sure I get you the ball, like, you know what I'm saying? So if Devontae do his thing, he gonna make sure that Garrett eat too. But if Garrett, bro, if you're able to
learn from,
bro,
you don't understand how much you just talked that man into the. All right, let's go ahead and do it again.
Right. Bro, oh my God. If Devontae is able to be your mentor, bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
It stunts Corley's growth for real though.
So I don't care about no. He can learn from Garrett. He can learn from Garrett in 2 years. Devontae only got like probably 2 more years of elite productivity.
He's supposed to be our Debo, dog. Y'all said just fuck Debo. Y'all got goddamn route runner.
Yeah, nigga, the fuck.
And then you got the top off Mike Williams.
If y'all got Devontae with Garrett, that's probably my number one wide receiver.
Mike Williams in the slot is fucking nuts.
No, in the slot, that's crazy. That what nickel gonna cover him, dog? He gonna just either put his body.
Said, did I hear Jets?
You did.
Yes, you did.
Oh snap!
Hold on. We can't have Pete show up. We can't have Pete show up and me not hit him with an air horn. Hold on.
G dot.
Yeah, no. Jets. I mean, it's gonna take some.
I don't think we're that far off, man. Like I think defensively,
bro. You with a Devontae trade,
I think that solidifies it. Like I think it
pretty much like y'all fighting with the Chiefs.
Because the thing is, like,
and
bro,
the Texans
when we were losing these games, we're not getting blown out. Like we losing by like 7 points
without Aaron.
Yeah, I'm like, so like you give like that defense that
if
got better.
Defense come back,
yeah,
because we got Hassan fucking Reddick,
bro. What?
So it's just
with
like
Quinnen.
Yeah,
and Sauce.
Yeah, you know, y'all kind of.
Who's y'all safety?
Tony, nigga, don't worry about it. Tony, honestly, we got what's the dude name? Chuck Clark from the Ravens. He got hurt last year, so he didn't really get to play.
He said, "Nigga, don't worry."
And then like this nigga, they like this little undrafted nigga Tony Adams. He alright, but he ain't.
Yeah, Mike.
Ashton Davis still there, so he might be rotating with Ashton Davis, but they should have just go get Justin Simmons, man. You get Justin Simmons, and that shit solidified, nigga.
Oh
like,
my God, yeah, no, that would be
Justin Simmons from the Titans.
What? Free agency, Justin Simmons from the Denver Broncos.
Oh, that's
Justin
safety.
Simmons from the crib, nigga.
Oh, you talking about? Okay, I thought you were talking about that defensive tackle from the Titans.
Oh no, we don't need no tackle.
No, that's what I'm saying. I was like, good. That's all I was about to say. With Quinnen, that's not even fair.
We got Jamal, we got Kinlaw, we got Solomon Thomas, we got niggas that can rotate in there, so we good.
Oh shit!
Man, that's messed up, right?
Yo, I knew it was gonna take a second for it to pop up.
Reg, I'm gonna tell you right now. You know who's gonna be goddamn trash? Them damn Bears you talking about.
Hey, Bears
Bears
low key, bro. They got a little squad, bro.
So what?
That man said
They got a
one hit
squad,
wonder. The NFL's version of Sexy Red is crazy. That's absolutely nuts. But Peach did say he cool with that if we get a ring. Y'all be Sexy Red.
Dang, boy.
I sure would be like, Bae, I love you. This like my everything.
as soon as they start raining the confetti, all the Jets fans gonna be like, "Ooh, baby!"
I wrote this song for you, babe.
That's what they're gonna sound like, just like Sexy Red.
I'll never do that again, man. It's that look. You didn't say no Diddy after that, but
okay. So who we got winning it? Who you got winning AFC East? Shades. We already know who this nigga going for.
Yep.
Don't
even ask me, because you know
I'm gonna go Dolphins.
We're gonna kill him.
I think that Odell thing. What they do in the playoffs though, that's different. But win the division, I'm gonna go Dolphins.
Yeah, I got the Dolphins as well. But I do think there's a very strong potential of 2 teams coming out of this division in the playoffs.
Yeah. So it's either going to be the Jets or the Bills. The only thing that can happen to the Jets is injuries for me.
Yeah.
As far as talent is concerned, they got the talent.
Reg is also going with the Dolphins, and Peach's message about Odell is that he's washed.
Yeah, I disagree, but
man said
SD felt the same. SD feels the same way. Yeah. So I disagree with both of y'all boys, but we'll see.
All right, man. Jump over to NBA, man. We gotta speed this shit up.
Yeah, because you know how
we already had 2 hours on this.
For real?
1 hour and 55.
We always say that. Man.
We always say, "Hey, man, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do a quick show tonight."
These niggas
lies. All right, NBA, man. Jaylen Brown made headlines, so he got caught on film sitting there with Angel Reese and some other shorty.
His girl,
Carceray. She got cut from the Sky earlier this month, but yeah.
So he was sitting there courtside with them watching.
They said that she politicking the setup for the 3-way. Let's say Jaylen over there knocking them both.
You know what I'm saying? Man said
knocking down the Angel and the Angel.
Man said, I'm
the MVP, nigga. I'm going to get them buns.
You know what it is, Mr. $300 million man right here. You know what I'm saying?
The man right here.
Stop playing with me, girl. You know what I mean? Set her up. That's what he said. He also said that Bronny is not a pro.
Damn.
That was tough.
And that if he had a different last name, he wouldn't be in the position he's in.
Damn. I mean, the nigga really ain't lying, but Bronny really ain't trash though. Like I was watching this game.
He just had a 12-point game. I think he did bad yesterday. But
I mean, before that, the boy he was averaging 3.7 points before he had these 2 back-to-back decent games. But it do take him. I think it takes a while.
I have no clue what we talking. Oh, he's talking about Odell.
Yeah, he's talking about Odell.
Okay. I was like, at first I'm like, this is not adding up to Bronny at all.
I was like, Bronny ain't about to have no 100-point game.
100 points
or no tutties.
No,
I can definitely see Bronny turning it into like a Drew.
Yeah,
you said that's his favorite player.
I think that's his peak. I think
because his 3-point shot when his junk's on is like, you know what I'm saying. And then he got pretty good defense.
Yeah, he plays good defense.
Pretty straight defense. I think he'll be able to drive to the hole. He's gonna be good on fast break. Really good on fast break. So looks in really good shape, and he can jump. That's what I'm saying. He had one of the best verts in the combine.
This man said if Bronny had a different last name, he's playing for FSCJ. That's fucking crazy. Yo, that's insane.
Oh, that's funny right there, yo.
No, man. I think, I mean, cool. He got caught saying that man ain't no pro, man. Cool. That's that one man opinion, man. Stop blowing that shit up. like, cool. So what's gonna happen? Bronny gonna try to D him up when they play him? No, that ain't happening either. You know what I mean? So no, whatever, man. The man can have an opinion. Man, when that man was trying to talk the draws off of two chicks at the same time, bro. You know.
Yeah, that's so messed up. You can't be at a game saying what you want to say if they looking at you instead of looking at the game.
Mm-hmm.
That's messed up.
Because you seen Angel kept looking back at him. He was like, "Yeah, she told you. I'm trying to do. I can't let my lips move too much because they're looking at me."
You just gotta cover your mouth up, man. You gotta know how to cover your mouth up right there. You know what I'm saying?
Send a text message in the game.
Y'all sit. Everybody got a phone. Like
somebody gonna hack that bit right there. Me again. Oh, they talking about they finna hunt.
They finna hunt. Oh shit, man. Moving over to the Olympic Games, man. USA team, they beat Serbia.
It was looking hard. It was looking rough at first, bro.
Beat the dog shit out of them boys, though.
Yeah, they came back
Yeah,
decent. Steph Curry made the first 9 points.
Fucking what's that? 80.
A Dizzle with the 6 blocks.
I hit his swatting everybody's shit, you know.
I ain't really never seen him too turnt like that. I mean, I seen him turnt like that in the playoffs, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad to see AD take that step though.
They want to win, dog.
Yeah,
they want to win, and they want to win very convincingly.
Yeah,
and they want to prove that America's where the best basketball is at. Because you got a lot of people that now are talking about, well, you got, you know, all these other countries where some of these great players come from. I'm like, yeah, but that's one person over there, 2 people from over there against all of us over here and all that. Like, y'all ain't, no, this is not how this works. Like the 6 man on your team ain't.
You gotta admit though, they're starting to change.
The 6 man in your team is lucky to be in the G League.
Yeah, it is starting to change a little bit, you know, but it's like you said, it's not like it's one country producing all these players. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The closest team, I mean, to us is Canada.
Yeah,
and you know,
Reg said it should be mandatory for the USA team to have at least 5 college players on the roster.
Nah.
I don't hate that. I don't know about mandatory.
I don't know about 5.
I don't know about mandatory, but
nah, not to go play in the Olympics and stuff. Nah.
I mean, I get where it comes from though, because like a lot of these players who are playing from the other countries, like
they've been playing for a minute since they was like 16 and shit.
Yeah, but like they'll also be like young 18, 19, 20-year-old players on their teams, surrounded by the couple of players that's from my country that's in the NBA. You know what I mean? So I can understand where they come from on that, but like, nah.
I mean, I'd rather substitute those players for players like De'Aaron Fox, Trae Young, like put them on the team, like Zion, like young superstar or young stars.
Man said it's not fair. You know, hey man, we are not here with merry-go-rounds or nothing, man.
No, ain't no funnel cakes around here, bro.
Ain't no such thing as fair, man. Hey man, produce more. I don't know. I don't know what else you can say there. Hey man, Russ on the move.
Yeah, he gone.
Russ on the move. He
already gone.
Heading over
he
to
got
the
traded
Nuggets.
to Utah, and then I think he's at Utah right now, but Utah's about to release him.
Yeah,
and he's
supposed to be going
to the Nuggets.
Going to the Nuggets.
Big deal or nah?
Big Russ deal for you? The Nuggets.
6 man.
Russ on the Nuggets as a 6 man is great. I mean, we can obviously see this man is trying to win a ring. My dog wants a ring badly. My man is on the ring chase right now. And that would explain why you would probably take whatever that little bit amount of money that they're going to give you over here in Denver. Because like the numbers that I put up or numbers that I put up isn't as important anymore. Sorry. The numbers I get paid isn't as important anymore because it's not like he hasn't had big contract after big contract after big contract. The money is not the issue for him. Now is legacy based. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So he wants to be able to put up and say, hey, I won the NBA title. I'm an NBA champion.
And that's kind of what the Nuggets was missing last year was that energy.
Yeah. Yeah. And then they end up getting hurt too.
Yeah.
But 6-man would be good for him there. You know what I mean? Do not start
because when they won that championship, they had a Bruce Brown on their team.
Mm-hmm.
Bruce Brown was really, and Jeff Green, but Bruce Brown was, and to me, he made some of the best plays.
Yeah, Bruce Brown, a bad boy, and he's from the U.
You dig?
What else we got, man?
Boxing.
Yep.
It's rumor. I don't really think it's gonna happen, but rumor saying that Bud saying that he'll step up to, I think it's 160. I think it's 165, 168. To fight Canelo. Who you taking? Bud Crawford or Canelo, Ryan?
And Bud's going up to his weight.
Then I take Canelo.
I'll probably take Canelo that fight. I think. Where he fighting at now? Like 140?
Who? Bud? 154.
Oh, that's not that big of a jump. Well, I mean,
About 12 pounds, 14 pounds.
Oh yeah, it is big of a jump. Yeah, that's gonna take some getting used to. I'm not saying that Bud can't do it. I just think that Canelo has perfected that.
It depends on who you're watching, Reg.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't necessarily agree.
It kind of just depends, like, because I know, like, when he fought Mayweather, I think it was like at 150 something, but when he came to the fight, Canelo was like 171.
Yeah.
So like that's why, like, so now, Bud.
It depends on the rules that they put in place.
Yeah, that's more so what's important, because I'm thinking, like, if he comes in and Canelo's a lot heavier, that could be a problem for Bud, because them gonna be some different shots, like you haven't felt from you know what I'm saying, 150, like that's 20 pounds, bro, like that's gonna be a difference. But if they're just legit coming in the ring at what, 160, 67, you said?
I think it's 168, if I'm not mistaken.
168, shit.
See, I think when Red
that's too much. I think that's too much for Bud. He's comfortable at that. You going to where he's been fighting this whole time. Now, the only thing that I give, the reason why I'm just reluctant to just give it completely to Canelo is Bud's ability to adjust mid-fight to what he's being attacked with. So, and that's the only reason why it's just like, I mean, the weight, yes, but Bud is a thinking fighter, so it's kind of like, all right, yeah, I can't let the nigga hit me with that shit too much more. Like, I got to learn how to get out of the way of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the type of fighter that Bud is. So, shit.
I'm going Bud.
That's tough.
It'll be a very good fight, though.
It'll be a good. I'm gonna stay with Canelo just
because I think Canelo pushes you and bullies you if he doesn't respect you. And Bud is gonna tag him up, like, to the point to where he'll be out fighting. He's not gonna be in fighting with Canelo, meaning that I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna hit you with these 2-3 piece combos real quick, and you're gonna try to take it at first. You're gonna try to take it because you're gonna try to show that you can withstand my, because that's what Canelo does, and then he try to bully you down. You know what I'm saying? But Bud goes for the body and Bud goes for the face. So, and Bud's stronger than what people think. That's why Earl got touched up like that, because you was getting hit with jabs, but them jabs they weren't just like they were straight because he a right-handed hitter. So when he switched to southpaw, he's really hitting you with his strongest hand. So it's a different jab, or a hook, and that's another thing I like about Bud. Bud throws hooks, uppercuts, jabs, straights, counters, feints. He uses the whole thing. Canelo more is a counter puncher, and he's trying to catch you with power, like power hits. I don't know. I think he will catch Bud a couple of times. Yeah, I think he'll definitely catch Bud a couple of times, but I think Bud is shifty enough to kind of tag Canelo up a little bit.
Yeah, and then
but it'll be a great fight. I think it's going the distance.
That's exactly what I was going to say. If this fight tries to go to distance, that's where Canelo has to favor it, because if you're going up in weight, I don't give a damn how well you train and all that shit.
Yeah,
when you add more weight to yourself,
it's going to drain the stamina.
It's going to drain the stamina because your body takes more oxygen to get to.
I agree with that.
So I think the farther into the fight it goes, the more it favors Canelo.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
But I think Bud's a hellacious athlete, bro. So I think
a lot of people are, but when you go and add that weight to, especially in not know.
I feel comfortable because I kind of compare it to Bud reminds me a lot of Roy Jones, Roy Jones Jr. And Roy Jones was able to do that successfully, going to middleweight to.
But when would this fight be?
Within the next year.
Okay.
Bud's a little bit older now too. So is Canelo, but Roy Jones is another fighter that's kind of similar to Bud, to where he was able to make that jump and go to light heavyweight and be successful. You know.
See, I would need to know the time frame in which they accept the fight to when he starts having to add the weight.
Yeah.
Because if it's, I accept this fight and we fighting in 2 months.
Oh yeah.
Then that's going to be a little bit problematic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if we accept this fight, we made this fight, we booked this fight 10 months out. Okay.
Yeah.
You can put the weight on
and then get
used to it. You see what I'm saying? But that's why what I'm saying, like with the, when is this fight going to happen?
Yeah.
You know, because if it's short time
that would be one of the best fights in a long time though. And we thought the Earl Spence Bud fight was going to be better than what it was, but that was a one-sided.
And I think when boxing, I think when Red say boxing is weak as hell nowadays, I think you might just only be speaking about the heavyweight division.
I think you're talking about heavyweight division, and then I can't disagree with you in that regard.
No, I can't.
But if you're looking at overall and its totality, like boxing's never been hotter, in my opinion. Because boxing got boring for a minute.
For a hot minute. Yeah, and people,
even with Floyd, like when Floyd was fighting, I mean, you used to see one Floyd fight every 1 or 2 years, and then Floyd's fights was boring because he's playing defense all the time.
Some people don't want to admit this, but celebrity boxing brought boxing back.
For sure.
It brought the interest
in Paul brothers.
It brought interest in what the actual boxing means.
Yeah.
And then you have
can this athlete really fight?
Right. And then you start being like, oh, okay, well, let me go see the ones who actually can fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you have to have somebody.
But then at the same time, it's kind of crazy. Simultaneously, there was really good boxers.
Right. But then when you have the people that's like, okay, let me go see some of the actual real boxers. You got to have somebody like a Tank Davis there.
For sure.
That's going to be like, oh, okay, I got this new audience. Well, watch me turn them into the diehards.
Boots Ennis just had a good fight. And he wants Crawford. I think it'll be a great fight, but Boots takes too many shots.
What my man Kendrick said, I'm whooping feet.
I'm Terrence Crawford, boy, I'm whooping feet.
I was like, when I realized that he was talking about Boots there, I was like, oh shit,
bro. But yo, just a quick shout out. If you haven't seen this dude, it's a UK boxer. His name's Ben Whitaker. Dude's like the drunken master of boxing.
I done seen Buddy.
Ben?
Yeah,
he whooping ass.
Bro, he's tapping people on the forehead, bro.
Disrespectfully, too.
Bro, he's tapping people on the forehead and dodging them while looking away, bro, and then dancing and coming back to him. Like, yeah, if you haven't seen Ben Whitaker, go on YouTube after this pod. Bro, just look up Ben Whitaker, bro. He's like literally tapping people on the head.
Yeah.
Pause. Duran, Leonard,
Hearns,
Hagler, Pryor, boxing glory days. No, for sure. I feel you. I can't disagree to that. You ain't got no argument for me there.
I don't know.
But I will tell you, like nowadays, I don't know if you've been following, but you got Shakur Stevenson, you got Devin Haney, you got Ryan Garcia before you went a little whatever. You got Bud Crawford, you got Tank Davis, you got Benavidez. But Boots Ennis is coming up. Earl Spence was just right there until he got knocked off by Bud. So you got some good fighters, bro.
Yeah, it's just the heavyweight division.
It's just the heavyweight is. I mean, Tyson Fury. I can't get it. I can't respect. I don't know. Just the fact that his size be hanging all out. And
Tyson Fury is one of the most technically sound boxers, though.
Oh, 100%. He's a boxer's boxer.
He's a boxer, though.
Yeah,
like he just so happens to be the most slop body boxer you ever seen in your life. But
What?
I think I still to this day think that is his secret sauce. I think people underestimate,
and he'd be popping,
and
the
he
mess
just be tagging the dog shit out of these motherfuckers. Cause they be like, these motherfuckers come in lean, cut, and they be ready to fight. And then you look at this slob across. I'm about to whoop his.
Can't land a punch.
Shit, no, motherfuckers is getting back. and now you done. Because he done technically whooped the dog shit out your ass,
bro. What?
Yo, no. That other than that, I mean, Wilder wasn't really a boxer. He was
a puncher.
He punched hard as shit though.
Yeah, that right hand connect.
Yeah. But then after that, I mean, there's a couple of names, but they ain't really
Anthony Joshua.
But they ain't really like them. Like, they ain't like
Anthony Joshua would have been him if he didn't have a glass. Well, I don't want to say glass jaw, but he got knocked out a couple of times. So
see,
but Anthony Joshua would have been up there.
Man,
we thought we had one in Ngannou.
Look, man, motherfuckers who are 6'4", 230, a 210, 215. They're out here trying to play football and make that kind of money without having to go and get guaranteed
concussion.
Brains turn into scrambled eggs. Like guaranteed, early too, dog. Like we ain't even taking no time. You know what I mean? Like at least the NFL niggas, they start going crazy in their 40s and shit.
Yeah.
Like these boxers, boy, you be 24 years old and out here dumb as shit in the head. You know what I mean? Concussed out this world.
For real. I'm getting that undisputed, by the way.
Huh?
I'm getting that undisputed.
What undisputed?
Boxing game.
Oh, okay.
Whooping all ass. I'm whooping feet in that game.
Well, you ain't going on it.
All right, man. Y'all boys got any shout outs before we get up out of here, though?
Hey, man, I ain't got no shout outs, but
this hot as fuck.
Facts.
God damn.
Holla at y'all, man. I was like halfway kidding. I was but then again, I found the outro that quick, man. It's been Homie Studios. Yeah.